Good evening and welcome to 549's media coverage of Perham Yellowjacket activities. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's event. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by these fine sponsors: KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, and United Community Bank. Tonight's game is also brought to you by EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Horace Mann, Jack Jivers Realty, and Lakes Ace Hardware. Also proud sponsors of tonight's broadcast include New Horizons Realty, Ottertail Power Company, Nice Family Sales, Hanson Plumbing Heating, and McCall Construction. Now let's head to the press box for tonight's broadcast here on the 549 Media Network.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Test, and good evening. Now we got it figured out. A couple of fun buttons to figure out. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready to go for tonight's girls and boys basketball doubleheader between the Perham Yellowjackets and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And Lance, you were just on Tuesday night with the fun wrestling event here, and now we're back here at the Hive for girls and boys basketball action.
Yeah, seasons changed, Jason. We're back in the gym again. It was a great atmosphere Tuesday night here at the Hive. Great action of wrestling, and now we're going to turn the tide to basketball tonight, and I don't think you can come up with probably a better scenario for starting this, kicking off the campaign of multiple double headers that you're going to hear with down the street rivals in the Pelican Rapids Vikings, and I would say we're going to see two really good matchups tonight. And for the boys, it's their opening night. For the girls, they've had a few under their belt, but still kind of trying to find out where everybody places, and I would say when you see the Pelican Rapids Vikings, they've got probably one mindset, Jason, and that's a Section 8 AA championship. And I know that's early, but I think that's what their goal is. So the Jackets will see where they match up tonight here in a few minutes.
JV game just completed here on our floor where the Yellowjackets knocked off Pelican Rapids there 38-23 in that one. The varsity game a few minutes away, but first we'll take a timeout, and when we come back from that timeout, we will be joined by Yellowjacket head coach TJ Super here on the 549 Media Network.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good, you want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Hello and welcome back to the 549 Media pregame show as we get ready to go for tonight's girls basketball game between the Perham Yellowjackets and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. I'm now joined by Perham head coach TJ Super. And TJ, getting ready for your home opener. How's that feel?
You know, we're excited. We spent a couple days on the road here and had some good and tough road games, and so we're excited to be back home.
A very kind of a variety of your two games on the road and to start the conference season with a tough loss against Breckenridge, but a nice bounce back against Holly overall.
Yeah, you know, our first game, it was not pretty by any means, and you know, I kind of take a lot of the blame on that, and I didn't think that that we had the girls really ready, and they weren't in position to be successful, and Breckenridge is really, really good too. And it's a tough place to play, and, you know, everything just kind of started going downhill, and we had a hard time stopping it, and we learned a lot that night. And then, you know, going to Holly and playing there, I thought we played much better. We were much more relaxed, and, you know, for a lot of our girls, that was just their second varsity game ever, and I thought our leaders did a great job, and we made enough plays to win that game.
This year, different dynamic to your team, like you said, just there a little bit. Girls getting some more varsity action that, you know, they're not used to since in the past. Where last year's squad, a lot of experience this year kind of coming back with a mix of that experience in youth.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like playing Breckenridge, they had their entire squad back. They didn't have a senior last year, and we had two girls really that had played a lot of varsity minutes. And then, you know, and then Kate Diggins was our third girl, and playing on a torn ACL is just a little bit different. So we were excited to have her play, but we had a lot of girls making their varsity debuts, and there's some bright lights, I think, in the eyes. And, you know, the fun part about this year is I think we're going to see a lot of growth, where maybe last year we were kind of at the top of our game right away, and we knew who we were. I think we don't know who we are quite yet, but I think we can be really good.
What is kind of the makeup of this year's squad?
Well, I mean, everything starts with Cora and Kaya. Those two girls have played a lot of basketball. They're all conference and all state caliber players. And, you know, they played really well against Holly, and that was, you know, one of the things that got us going. Greta Razor is obviously going to do a whole bunch of stuff for us. She played her first varsity game this year against Holly. She missed the Breckenridge game, which was pretty tough for us. But, you know, I think we have a lot of young girls that are going to be fighting for time. We have a couple seniors that'll be coming off the bench that'll kind of execute a role. And one of the things I think teams will be able to see quite quickly is we have a whole bunch of girls that can shoot.
You mentioned Cora Grismer, senior, her ability to kind of break down a defense. Just what does she bring overall to the squad on and off the court too?
You know, she, like I said, her and Kaya are really leaders. I thought Cora and Holly did a great job leading our team, handling the ball against the press. She's, you know, our primary ball handler, and Holly was doing some junk defenses to Kaya, and I think she's going to see that because she is really an elite scorer. And Cora did a great job stepping up, and, you know, she had 14 points in the first half. But more so just having those two on the court together and having them off the court, they're able to, you know, go through things like our pregame warm-ups didn't go very well in Breckenridge, and those girls took the whole team aside along with Greta and just kind of talked through that. And so just having that senior leadership, having those girls that have played a long time is, you know, huge. And
you mentioned Kaya Anderson, a big offseason for her, committing to Southwest Minnesota State University, and just what she brings to the program.
Oh, I mean, she's, you know, a really good basketball player, and she's put a ton of time into her game, and she had a great season last year and a good AAU season and all that stuff that goes into it. But she's a competitor too, and teams are junk defense in her, and she gets fiery, she gets frustrated, and but in a good way, and takes her game to another level. And when you have one girl like that, it's awesome, but when you have two girls like that, it's really awesome. And so even though we're young, when you can just roll out Kaya and Cora to start, you're in a good place.
Now tonight, third of 3 straight conference games to start the season. Kind of unique to start it that way, and a very tough test with Pelican Rapids.
Yeah, it's a section championship rematch, and the teams might look different, but I think it's probably going to be a lot of the same stuff. Corf has been coaching a long time. I've been coaching a long time, and we do a lot of the same things year after year, and they're going to be, they're really good, and they have one of the best players in the area, and Morgan Corf, and everything kind of starts and stops with her, and so that's going to be our focus, and it's every team's focus that plays them, but they still win a lot of games, and we know they're going to play really good defense, and they'll have something up their sleeve to try to limit what we'll do, but I would imagine it's going to be a pretty tightly contested game. And
this year, looking at the Heart of Lakes Conference, a little bit of a change this year with some expansion. Overall, your thoughts on how the Heart of the Lakes looks overall?
It's going to be really good. We know that Staples and Park Rapids. We haven't played Staples in a while, so it might be a little bit interesting to see what they bring to the table. Park Rapids, we've played every year. We played them in playoffs last year, and we know what they'll bring. But when you look at the classic HOL teams, nearly every team has like a superstar on their team. And so when you have to play Frazee and shut down Sonnenberg, and you have to go to DGF and worry about Garrett, and here we have Corf and Abby John and Breckenridge, is undefeated right now in the conference, and you just have a lot of really good teams, and you have really elite players, and so every night is just going to be a battle.
Back-to-back section champs, you have that target on your back as you go into this year. What's it like having that for the squad?
It's what you want to be like. We're going to get everyone's best efforts. Holly shot over 40% from 3, and that's just the way people are going to play their game against us. Like it's, one of the biggest games of the year. The majority of teams that we will play this year they haven't beat us in 3, 4, some of them 5, 6, 7 years. And so we want to have the target on our back. We hope that after this year, next year, people even want to beat us more. And we love it, but it's kind of tough, and it's tough for younger girls to kind of understand that the ghosts of the girls that left are still kind of lingering when people see us come in the gym. But that's what we want. And we have a lot of young girls, and we hope that, for the next 5, 6, 7 years, people still hate us and want to take us down.
And you mentioned that you have some young girls coming into some key spots that, I'm not saying replace, but, are moving into spots of some key seniors that graduated from last year's program. How's that transition been for the girls, and also the impact that those seniors that have moved on had on the program?
It's there's so many things that get lost in translation. Everyone obviously knows about Willow and how good she was, and all the stats she put up, but people, I don't think, realize how good Riley Mickelson and Kennedy Pilgrim really were. And one of the things that people don't see is what are the little things that they did? What are the little things that Kaya Starza, when she came in, she didn't turn the ball over. She played great defense. She talked all the time. She boxed out every time, and she set great screens. And those little things get lost in translation. And, those are the things that Breckenridge we did not do very well. Everyone kind of looks at, well, what can I do to make an impact? Can I make some shots? Well, you have to set screens. You have to move the basketball. You have to talk on defense. You have to box out. And if you do those things, then those young girls will be able to make an impact. And, in Holly, Reagan Hamburger, starts out her game by going and getting a defensive rebound and then setting some good screens. Well, she ends the game by hitting 6 threes. Everyone looks at the 6 threes, but the things that I really cared about was the first part, And you do those little things, and then your skill can come through. And our young girls, if they can learn to do those little things over and over and over again, girls like Addie Drager and Addie Hackle, they do the little things really well. And, they've played a lot of minutes because they get their hands on the basketball a lot. They go for rebounds, and they run the court. And you do those things, and then good things will follow.
All right, Coach, anything else you'd like to add as you get ready for tonight's game in Pelican Rapids?
Heck no, I'm excited though. I'm excited to have you guys running the media here. I really like this. This is going to be exciting, and I like that we have a doubleheader. I hope people are excited about that, and I think the gym's going to be rocking tonight. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere.
All right, that's Perham Yellowjacket head coach CJ Super right here on the 549 Media Network.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the help.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn, because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve. And make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have fun for the whole family. Adventureland is open for the littles all year long. Come for open swim and enjoy the pool. Bring it back to the past and try roller skating again Fridays and Sundays. We are now offering an after-school program for kids ages 9 to 12. If you are looking for a fun way to celebrate a birthday, we offer a variety of birthday party options, including pool parties, roller skating, bounce house, and Adventureland. Keep your eyes out for our fun special events on our Facebook page or on our website, perhamareacommunitycenter.net. Find your fit at the pack.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
And once again, welcome back into the Hive. Again, we'd like to thank head coach CJ Super for taking time to get ready for tonight, out of his time as to get ready for tonight's game between the Yellowjackets and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And Lance Rock, as we look at things tonight, keys to the game. A lot of things to look at. One of them for sure for Pelican Rapids is you got to try to slow down, or this is on the Perham side, you got to slow down Morgan Korf.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those we've talked about, all the kind of the buzzword around the elite players. Jason, I would put her in that category, and you're not going to stop her. I would say if you're the Yellowjackets, you hold her under 15 points, you're going to be looking at hopefully a pretty good night, and you're forcing some of the other players. But as you start to look down their lineup, they've got some talent from top to bottom. And so I don't think it's if they can pick up the scoring. It's just who will pick up the scoring if they happen to be able to shut down Korf a little bit.
And one of those players has been Ari Hovland this year. She is a good shooter and has done a nice job as well for this Pelican Rapids squad. Hovland has been the second leading scorer in that that loss to Breckenridge. She had 10 points. In the victory over Staples Motley, she had 15. And I think another player you really have to look at in the past that we've seen from this Pelican Rapids squad is Anna Roysom inside. She is an outstanding player, and I think you have to definitely keep an eye on what you do against her.
Well, absolutely, and she brings that length, not only being 6 foot, she's a long 6 foot. So what I see maybe her value tonight, even more than scoring, because sometimes we look at the box score and we think, 2, 4, 6 points, must have not been a very good night. I think it's what she does in the lane. If you're the Yellowjackets and you're driving into the lane with her long reach, she's going to alter some shots or make you kick it and have a less favorable shot. So I think at both ends of the floor, she really brings added dimension that maybe the Yellowjackets haven't quite seen with that size yet this year. So it'll be interesting to see how Coach Super and his staff kind of navigate around that.
The Yellowjackets do come back with some experience. Yes, they graduated some key players. You can't replace a Willow Thiel with what she did this program, leaving as the all-time leading scorer and all-time rebounder for the Yellowjackets. It's now finding other players to step up and unfortunately in that spot and fill that void. And unfortunately for the Yellowjackets, before the season even started, one of the players that was kind of counted on to fill that void was Kate Diggins. She suffered an injury during summer basketball, out for the year, battled through, was able to compete and swing, but again, different movements, so she's not able to do this, just had surgery recently, as we wish her well on her recovery path. Now you look at, it's the Greta Razors, the Addie Hackles, and the other players. We have Cora Grismer and Kai Anderson who will bring the offense for you every night. It's which player is going to step up that you're not used to seeing on this Yellowjacket squad.
Right, and we'll start right there, Jason. We'll give those two ladies, Grismer and Anderson, their due. They're very talented players. They bring a lot to the game. And again, each year that you come back, you figure they're going to add to their repertoire a little bit more. We know Anderson's a shooter. I have a feeling now after a summer's worth of work, you're going to see her put the ball on the floor, maybe get to the free throw line a little bit more, and it's because she's going to have to. I mean, it's not going to be kicking into the post of Willow. And you know what Grismer brings. She's going to put her head down. She's going to get into the lane. She's going to make the offense happen for the Yellowjackets. But again, I think the loss of Kate Diggins, and again, my heart goes out to them. Our family was in that same situation. It's tough, not only physically but mentally. And when you've prepared for something your whole life to have your senior year, not be able to do it, it was so awesome to see her on the floor at Breckenridge the other night, to get a few minutes to go up and down the floor. What I think is so cool about that is what you can't take away is Kate Diggins is standing underneath the basket before the girls went in. She's their number one fan right now, and she's urging them on. And if you're ever looking for that little extra motivation, there it is. We're playing for Kate right now. So again, it's one of those things for the Yellowjackets. There's a few locked in spots. There's a few question marks yet, and I think that's going to take a little bit of time to navigate through all that and find out which pieces work best together and at what times, Jason.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back with your starting lineups, and we'll have a couple more facts and interesting comments on tonight's matchup between the Yellowjackets and the Vikings here on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
And welcome back into the Hive. I'm Jason Grohl with Lance Rock. We're a few moments away from the start of tonight's Heart of the Lakes Conference clash between the Yellowjackets and the Vikings. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed tonight's coverage of Yellowjacket basketball, brought to you by some great sponsors: United Community Bank, KLN Friendly Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance. Horseman Investments and Insurance is your go-to source for your financial needs. Kyle Van Dyke and staff can take care of your needs, whether it's retirement planning, life insurance, long-term insurance, or investment strategies. They'll have the answer for you. It's Horseman Investments in Insurance. Call Kyle Van Dyke at 218-236-6665 or send him an email at kyle.vandyke@horseman.com. Lance, you look at some of the keys when you see this game and how it plays out. We touched on a little of the interesting things, but I think it's those small intangibles early in the season. Limiting your turnovers, controlling the paint and the glass will play a big role in what is a Section 8 2A championship rematch.
Right, I think you hit the nail on the head, Jason. If you're the Yellowjackets, you want to limit the possessions that you're going to give up, so that's taking care of that basketball. And again, I think that's part of what they're looking at here. They had a lot of that guard-type play. We talked about Willow Thiel, but there were a lot of guards that graduated from last year's Class 2 that handled the basketball a lot. And so if you're the Yellowjackets, I think you have to hit the boards, don't give up second shots, limit their possessions. And I think ultimately it might be how well you run your offense, Jason, and can you get what you want to off of a pretty stingy Pelican Rapids Vikings defense.
And it'll be also interesting to see what team gets to the free throw line. The Yellowjackets have been known as a perimeter team. They don't really get to the line, but they might have to start to attack inside to get to the line.
Well, I think ultimately it's going to be that kick out, ball fake, dribble to the lane, try to get in there, and if you get fouled, you get fouled. If they double team you, go find the open girl and look for that extra pass to make that open shot. And you've hit that a lot in the last few years. You know, make that extra pass, make a good shot, a great shot. And we laugh about it, we joke, but that's ultimately when you talk about the simple things in basketball, don't force something.
I had a flashback to our shooting attempt. That's what I started laughing about when he said I was hitting the open shot. I know that's not what you're getting
We should have that on the video, but yeah.
Well, we'll be back shortly. We'll have the starting lineups in the opening tap here on the 549 Media Network.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this, as I'm a fifth generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community, that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together. Everybody knows everybody. You know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Welcome back here to the Hive and the 549 Media Network. We'll get ready to send it down courtside with our public address announcer, Aaron Anderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for each of our teams. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Vikings of Pelican Rapids. A sophomore wearing number 3, Megan Gooler. A junior, number 13, Morgan Korf. Sophomore, number 20, Ariana Hovland. A senior wearing number 23, Grace Backstrom. And a senior, number 33, Anna Royzum. Vikings are coached by assistants Cody Schaefer, Amanda Bells, and Bo Kirkwood. And your head coach, Mr. Brian Korf. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for your Perham Yellowjackets. A senior, wearing number 2, Cora Grismer. A junior, number 5, Kaya Anderson. She's a senior wearing number 11, Greta Razor. A sophomore, number 14, Addie Hackle. And a sophomore wearing number 30, Addie Drager. The Jackets are coached by assistant coaches Michelle Gorman and Robbie Cox. And your head coach, Mr. T.J. Super.
Once again, a great job by public address announcer Aaron Anderson tonight as the Yellowjackets get ready to take on the Vikings to kick off the home portion of the 2024-25 season here on the 549 Media Network. And Lance, looking at the introductions, we might need to start coming up with our own handshake high five thing before every broadcast.
Well, definitely, and if nothing else, throw T-shirts out because it draws a crowd over in the corner there. But, yeah, I'm sure people would pay to come and see that, you and I doing some sort of a fancy handshake to start this off. But all that put to the side, this is going to be an interesting test for the Yellowjackets. And, again, it's a young crew from Pelican Rapids, but a very veteran crew of players out there. They've seen a lot of minutes. Here we go.
Backstrom and Razor for the opening tap. It goes to the Yellowjackets. They'll have the basketball to start. It goes Razor. Drager now swings it over to Anderson. Back up to Grismer. She's got the look for three. It's off the front iron. But a nice job rebounding inside Drager. But she took a couple of extra steps after getting the board, and the turnover gives it back to the Vikings.
And I think that's one of the things you'll see out of Addie Drager coming up is she'll do those small things for you, Jason. She'll get to a point where she doesn't panic and just hang on to the ball and take the foul.
Here's Hovland. Left-hand dribble to the top. Now swings it over for Roysum. Now Korf, watch out for her. She drives against Grismer on her. That'll be an interesting matchup to watch as we got a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound battle tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings on the missed attempt there by Backstrom.
And those are those little things you talked about. You watch Korf drive to the lane and kick, and that's what we talked about the Yellowjackets having to do. I think it's a success for both. Inbounds here to Roysum.
Backstrom now comes up top for Roysum. Over near side, Hovland. Guarded there by Drager. And another interesting matchup is Hovland. Don't want to give her a lot of room to shoot. Guler now. 6 on the shot clock. Korf will go to work. Into the lane, tied up. Ball comes free with 1 shot clock violation coming up on the Vikings. Good tenacious defense to start for the Yellowjackets.
Great job by the Yellowjackets, I think, realizing that the shot clock was running down, and that's when they ran to attack Korf. Most times you're not going to want to do that as she's going to go by you and make an easy bucket for her teammate, but nice job, Yellowjackets, good defense.
First minute of play, we're scoreless as Grismer brings it up court. Guarded closely by Guler. That's going to be a fun matchup on the defensive side to watch. As Anderson now getting guarded closely by Korf. Hackle now with it to Drager on the baseline. Thought about it, goes inside Razor. Nice job coming back around by Korf to steal that ball for the Vikings. Korf pulls up from the H in the Hive and it hits the back iron. And Razor there for the board. Both teams kind of trying to settle things in early, and another turnover by the Yellowjackets. Korf back the other way, pull-up jumper from the free throw line. That one's no good. Rebound Drager. Drager trying to clear space, does get it to Anderson. Grismer. Left hand shot off balance. It's good. She draws the foul on Grismer. Will earn the first trip of the year to the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line.
Yeah, and it's one of those things we talked about, Jason, is every year you expect kids to come back doing something a little different. Grismer's been known to cross over from her left to her right, go hard to the basket. New into the repertoire, going to her left. Nice job there, Grismer.
Free throw, no. Rebound grabbed by the Vikings. Hovland gets a screen from Backstrom. Goes down now to Backstrom in the lane. Kick back out to the elbow. Tapped out of bounds by Hovland as Drager put the pressure on. You can see in the top of our screen, head coach DJ Super all over that one, assisting the officials who were right on the spot.
Yeah, and it's good to see that excitement out of the beginning of the season, and the Yellowjackets playing good defense, Jason. I think it's a little nerves on both teams here as we're not taking care of the ball very well. Look for the first team to settle in here and make a little run.
Anderson now goes right side, Drager. Now to Razor. Here's Grismer with it. She's going to go in the lane, drive, the up and under blocked. Rebound grabbed, and now stolen back by Grismer. An interesting bounce pass. Somehow Razor saves it on the half-court line there. Drager over to Grismer right side. Now Anderson, her first shot in the Hive is no good. Too strong off the back iron, and Korf coming back. Korf through the lane, off balance shot, no good. And now a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Razor.
Well, one of the things for the Yellowjackets, I think you're just biding time here a little bit, Jason. Korf's 0 for 3 in my book, and I don't think you can count on that happening the rest of the night. So the Yellowjackets have to make hay while she's not shooting quite as well. Vikings ball up top here with Hovland. Looks like they're going to kind of set up maybe for their first set here of the, and it looked like a little pick and roll, but no goal. Good defense by the Yellowjackets.
Now with it up top, Backstrom's going to launch and hit. A three-pointer for Grace Backstrom as the Vikings on the board.
And here's why Pelican Rapids wants to make shots. They want to set up their full court defense, and you can see it already has the Yellowjackets reeling just a little bit. Tipped out of bounds there, but man, they're tenacious on this defensive end here.
And now you have an even tougher sideline inbound come in, and now we have a substitution. Mari Pulver will come in for Greta Razor. Pulver saw some nice minutes the other day against Hawley. One of those consistent ball players that TJ Super has on his roster. Now Grismer. With it to Drager, over to Pulver up top. Goes the right side. Now down low, Anderson in the post. The defense comes to her. Now goes to Drager. They kick it over for Anderson. Head fake, she drives. Kicks out as the Vikings have switched into a zone. Drager will take a three. That's off the iron. Rebound out, Grismer. That's one of the tough things about a zone, as now Anderson launches and hits the three. Korf back. A long two off the front iron. No. Pulver hand on the rebound to Anderson. Now tapped out of bounds here on the near side. He'll stay with the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, and again, I don't think this is really how either team had dialed up to start this game. But again, I think it's good defense. I was kind of debating whether it was nerves and the offense was just trailing behind. A lot of hands in the passing lanes and making it really tough. And that zone, the Yellowjackets did a nice job, but here turn it over again.
Tough high pass there into Grismer, and it's turned over. Now Hovland. Drive on Drager. It gets poked away. Now Drager picks up a foul. That'll be her first, team second.
And it's funny that happened. I was just going to mention Drager's been very physical on the defensive end, and you got to watch that depending on the officiating crew. She's very much, if you'll watch that hand, she's getting that hand check going, and I think some officials might call that if it gets extended out any further than it is.
Lauren Gertie will check in. Another post presence for the Yellowjackets. They're looking to get it in the post in a battle there between Gertie and Roysum. Roysum spins off the glass, no good. Rebound there, Guler looking for help. She's amongst the trees and finds Hovland. Hovland off a screen, they switch, Cora picks her up. That's Grismer. Now Anderson on Guler, inside they go, tough pass. Roysum can't hold it, it goes out of bounds. And quickly coming in will be Cameron Kirkwood and Reagan Hemberger for the Yellowjackets with 13 minutes to go in our opening half here at the Hive of game 1 of 2. We're going to keep it here for all night long, all your action on one stream tonight here from the Hive. Grismer with it over to Anderson now. To Hemberger. Now Grismer with it inside, tough pass. Nice catch, Gertie up and in for two and a foul.
Yeah, again, nice job of Lauren just not bringing the ball down, Jason. She just went right from the pass right in. A very nice look and a tough pass to complete, and nice job with the Yellowjackets right there. I was just going to say the Pelican Rapids, I think part of their defense full court is just to take some time off the shot clock and not allow you to get in your offense as the free throw is just a little long.
Yellowjackets now 0 for at the line. Have 2 attempts tonight. Korf drives, foul on the floor on a nice feed to Arrow. The foul is going to be on Kaya Anderson. That's her first. The Yellowjackets third.
And again, one of the things I think the Yellowjackets and Coach TJ Super is going to do, they got to keep their feet moving. When they stop the plant, Pelican Rapids is taking advantage of that and blowing by them right now, and that's where the hand check occurs.
Hovland launches, it's off the iron. Rebound battled for, saved around the near side. Kirkwood gets it for the Vikings. Kirkwood up top. Hands it off for Korf. Expects her to get going. She drives, dishes. Nice feed to Arrow and the end one. Putting that one home, Zaylee Arrow. And she draws the foul.
And I mean, no disrespect on this comment, Jason, but it seems like the Pelican Rapids Vikings are just a step quicker right now than the Yellowjackets as that one rattles in and out, and Lauren Gertie with the rebound. But the Yellowjackets, I think, just have to come with that intensity and get moving a little bit quicker here.
Now the Yellowjackets have an interesting decision. That was Anderson's second foul with 12 minutes to go. There's a sub. Looks like Sophie Nelson coming in on the next timeout. Anderson drives in the lane, gets cut off. Now tries to feed it to Pulver. It's turned over. And here comes Korf. Korf, the layup is good and a foul. And we're tied at 7.
Right, and again, you talked about it earlier, Jason, taking care of the basketball. Too many turnovers right now for the Yellowjackets. On the other hand, the Vikings are just missing their shots, and that you can't control. But you can control a little bit taking care of this basketball, and it's going to be real interesting. Mark this time down, 11:48, 7-7. Kaya Anderson goes to the bench with 2 fouls just to see. She's one of them that you count on, and you know what you're going to get on the floor. So now, again, the Yellowjackets are piecing things together.
Fouls on Cora Grismer. That's one of those lines that you look back on your beat. You just kind of got to fight another day and let Cora flay that up. But fortunately, it works out. She misses the free throw, but Arrow gets the rebound, and then she double dribbles.
Right, again, but there's where I'm talking about, Jason. The Yellowjackets are just a little bit step behind. That ball should be the Yellowjackets, when you're at the free throw line like that. Good hustle by the Vikings. So Yellowjackets piecing it together. Here's another turnover.
And turn right back over. After the officials discuss, it will be Yellowjacket basketball after Sophie Nelson battled, had turned over, then the pass back, trying to save it, was thrown to the scorer's table. We're tied at 7, 11:35 to go in our opening half. And Grismer dangerously close to an over and back, but she never established herself in the forecourt. Now they go inside, kick out, Hemberger for 3. No good. She misses her first one on that shot there. She had 6 of them against Hawley. Now here's Corfun Nelson. She goes left side. Into the lane, spins, kick out. Kirkwood hits. Cameron Kirkwood hits the deep 3 from the side, and it's now 10-7. 11 minutes to go in our opening half. Nelson with it now. Grismer looks inside, tough pass, turned over, no, yep. It'll stay though, because Roy's almost battling for it in that never land of, do you let that go or do you keep it in play? And she took a tough spill into the bleacher. McCorf will get a breather here, kind of had a little bit of a limp as she exited off the floor, but appears to be okay as Nelson will inbound on the baseline. Nelson picks up her dribble, gets to Razor here. Razor into the lane. Shot clock down to 4. Pass down low. Shot by Jurdy, no good. Battle at the rebound for with Arrow, and alternating possession will give the ball to the Vikings. 10:31 to go in our opening half. Grace Backstrom back in. So it's 10-7 in favor of the Vikings. Guler will bring it up court. Use her teammate as a shield to get across half court. Now Hovland. Haven't seen her get really a shot off. The Yellowjackets have done a good job on her. Here's Backstrom over to Kirkwood. Kirkwood off the screen. Now back to Kirkwood. She's going to drive in traffic, draw a foul shot. No good. She'll shoot 2. That's Cora Grismer on the foul. That's her second.
Yeah, and the Yellowjackets are getting into some dangerous foul trouble situation as the first one goes. I was just thinking about the lineups here with taking Corf out, Anderson out, Grismer's going to have to come out, where the scoring's going to come from. Again, I'd like to see Addie Drager get a set. Second free throw also good. And I think if you're the Vikings, you said it, Jason, a couple times, Hovland really hasn't got a shot yet, and she can really shoot the basketball. So look for those 2 players maybe to get more involved here as we're rolling into the end of the bottom half of this first half.
Nelson aggressive to the hoop with a nice drive and finish for Sophie Nelson. Now Kirkwood, the lane closes on her, but it's a foul. And Kirkwood will earn another trip to the free throw line. The foul, I believe, is on Razor. And that's her second. We got a timeout called by the Yellowjackets. They trail 12-9 in the first half with 9:47 to go. We'll take a break.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Welcome back into the Hive after the timeout. Yellowjackets battling foul trouble early. Razor, Anderson, Grismer all with 2. Kirkwood will shoot 2. She's already hit 2 at the line tonight. Only one to make a free throw. And she continues that stretch. 3 for 3 at the Horseman Insurance and Investment free throw line. Thank them for becoming a new sponsor this year. If you have any interest in sponsoring, send me an email, jgrowth@perham.k12.mn.us, as Kirkwood hits 2 from the Horseman Insurance and Investment free throw line. Now Hackle to Hemberger. A very young squad on the floor for the Yellowjackets right now. And the 3 there off the front iron, no good, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Yellowjackets off the rebound. Inside Jurdy, and that's good for 2, and a nice back down move for Lauren Jurdy. Kick out far side, Guler the look for 3. That rolls for Megan Guler.
And isn't it amazing, Jason, that it was tough to make baskets, and all of a sudden a few start to go in, and now it's contagious, and both squads going up and down the floor.
Backstrom with the nice steal. Now Korf back. Spins in the lane, creates space. Nice shot for Morgan Korf.
And again, here's that danger zone, Jason. I think if you're the Yellowjackets, you better keep pace here because you sense the Vikings are heating up. And again, take your time, work your offense, and you can't turn the ball over, and the foul there helps.
Foul is on Korf. Her second.
You could sense she sensed that. She was coming around, and if the ball would have got dropped to waist level, I think she would have been going the other way. So nice job by Jurdy there to just keep the ball up at shoulder width and not let her have an opportunity.
It's a big adjustment for some of these girls against varsity speed when they haven't really faced it in the past. This pressure is a different level, and the guards are facing it right now. Without Grismer and Anderson on the floor, you're going really youthful right now.
Well, and we talked about it probably too much, but you're used to just throwing it into the middle of the Willow Thiel if you got in trouble. Well, that's not happening. Jurdy's doing a good job trying to be a Thiel here, but again, it's a little bit tougher than it has been in the past, and Yellowjackets can't let this lead get too far out of hand, I don't think.
Driving Kirkwood, floater, good. Cameron Kirkwood is having a nice first half off the bench for Pelican Rapids. She's got 8 points. The Yellowjackets need to find an answer, trailing by 10 at the 8-minute mark. And another turnover. And a foul.
And now I believe that's 2 on Drager if it's on her.
Anderson will come back in. We'll have to play with 2 fouls. Drager with 2, as you said. A whole host of Yellowjackets with 2 fouls as Hovland is now at the line.
Well, trying to go into the mind of Coach Super at this 8-minute mark here, Jason. I think at a 10-point lead, now 11 with that one being good, you're almost thinking you got to come back with Anderson, because by the time you bring her back, if you wait till the second half, it might be too late the way this is going. So again, it's really a battle, a toss-up of what is the right and what is the wrong, but I tend to agree as the second one goes as well with Coach Super in this case.
Anderson gets it, and the pressure is on again from the Viking defense. Anderson with Kirkwood on her. Anderson gets free, now looking to create some space and looking for help. Driving Nelson, kick back to Hamburger. Anderson drives as Nelson hits a 3 off the back iron, gets the long rebound, does Nelson. Jurdy with it now. Anderson has the look for 3. It's good. Kaya Anderson, the 3-pointer. He's got 6 on the night.
and that's the exact reason you bring her back in. And if you can cut this down, I wouldn't be surprised to see her subbed out again. But you gotta stay within a rightful distance here.
Guler trying to make it rain with that one. It's no good, and Anderson coming back the other way. Nelson spins in the lane, poked away, gets it back to Hemberger. Now Anderson looking inside, gets to Dirty, tough pass. Nice defense by by Arrow. Goes off the hands of Dirty. Now Grismer back in. Gorf with speed in the lane, the floater good.
Well, we kind of looked at each other with now a few players with 2 fouls on the floor, Jason, but you also have to trust your players and let them know don't pick up a stupid foul. But sometimes that's easier said than done when you're in the heat of the moment.
Here's Hemberger, now over to Nelson. Grismer with it to Hemberger. Now over to Nelson. I really kind of like Nelson's game tonight. She's been attacked as that one goes to Hackle. Grismer with it, 8 on the shot clock. Grismer, kick out, Hemberger for 3, no good. Rebound tapped around. Grismer gets the rebound and reset of the shot clock. She goes to the deck, the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Yellowjackets. And what I was going to say about Nelson, you can see she's making strides. At times a little uncomfortable with the basketball, but she's the aggressive nature of attacking I like from her game.
Well, we talk about who they remind you of, Little Mickelson-ish right there, if that's a word. Just being that super aggressive, and that's what the Yellowjackets need. They need somebody to go at this defense, I believe.
Nelson now inside Hackle. She gets bumped, but gets it to Grismer. Now it goes to Anderson. 3 from the side. Doesn't drop. Everything but goes down. And it's saved by the Yellowjackets. Hackle back out Hemberger. Inside Anderson. Back out Grismer. She launches for 3 off the iron. Now a battle for the ball, and it's tied up. It'll stay with the Yellowjackets.
Well, I think if you're going in at halftime, as you start to think about 5.5 left here, I believe Yellowjackets are going to talk about taking care of the basketball. And if you're the Vikings, you got to say, if we rebound the basketball, we could be up by 20-some right now. They've just given multiple shots to the Yellowjackets.
Grismer knifes through, but picks up a foul. It's on Korf, and that's her 3rd.
Again, there we talk about, not to pick up that cheap foul, but in the heat of the moment, it's hard when you see that basketball out there, and she just missed the ball and hit the arm. So again, the fouls being the great equalizer in this half, I believe, Jason.
Razor from the corner. Ooh. And that one was just off. As now Guler will bring it up court. Hovland for 3. That one's off the back iron. And Grismer with the rebound. Grismer in the lane, knifes through, throws up a shot. It's good for 2 for Cora Grismer. She's got 4.
And we're off to the races.
And a touch foul from behind on Nelson. And after this free throw attempts, the Vikings will be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
Yeah, and we're at 13 fouls here, Jason, in just about that many minutes. And, it's one of those that I think that most of them are coming from just not moving your feet well enough on defense, and that's an early season thing, can be corrected.
Guler gets the first.
But again, I just think it's one of those things that both teams got to look at that at halftime. There's been a lot of points left here on the floor, in the fast break and in your own offense. So look for both teams as that one's missed to clean that up.
But a rebound goes to the Vikings. They maintain possession up 10 with 5:04 to go.
And I kind of covered my eyes as I saw Cora Grismer come flying through the lane. That's where those cheap fouls are picked up, and that would have been her 3rd. Thank goodness she kind of went around different people, but nice job by Razor on defense there.
Backing down was Roysom, and Razor held her ground, but now a carry on the Yellowjackets and another turnover and a timeout. We'll take it right here on the 549 Media Network. Yellowjackets trail by 10.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellowjackets trailing this one early by 10 with 4:55 to go in your first half.
One of the things we talked about at the break, Jason, and I won't throw you under the bus, but both of us kind of felt like the Yellowjackets maybe at this time out are going to set up some sort of play, and I'd like to see some sort of a pick and roll or something. Get Kaya Anderson a shot here. You know, do that pick and roll type look as she kind of gets steamrolled over there wide open.
And that opens for Hovland. And she makes it 28-26. She's got 4 now.
Again, it's tough with Kaya dribbling the ball down the floor, but somehow get a pick and roll type series going here to do a kick out for 3.
And a foul down low as Grismer was driving baseline, and there's that kick. Fortunately, it was after the whistle and a foul on the floor.
It was almost like the two of us knew what we were talking about there for one split second, but I think that's the key to the Yellowjackets. I don't think they're going to get open here. This defense is pretty good. They're going to have to set up some screens.
And Anderson hits her third three-pointer of the night. She's got 9 of the 19. Guler now to Hovland. Hovland drives right side on Anderson. Anderson doing a good job playing with 2. Almost everyone on the floor is playing with 2 for the Yellowjackets, except for Paul Vernhemberger. As it go near side, Guler with it to Backstrom. Now it's over to Hovland. Hovland's going to step back and launch. Too strong. Grismer the rebound. Grismer now getting pressured. Going to have to work to get it across the timeline against Guler. Does with the feed to Anderson. Anderson driving in the lane off the glass short. Rebound grab though by Roysom and the Vikings. Now goes the Backstrom near side. Kirkwood with it. Tough shot inside. Rebound grab by Razor. Grismer did a good job of absorbing contact and not following. Now Anderson's going to drive, lowers the shoulder, and Yellowjacket fans, and like myself there, kind of a sigh of relief as the blocking foul is called as Anderson was aggressive to the hoop.
Boy, that was close, and I want to go back and look at that one. It might have been feet inside that cylinder, and we haven't talked about it. It looked like she was outside. If that's the case, boy, it was pretty good position in there, and you can tell because Kaya didn't go towards the basket. She kind of went backwards, which kind of tells you that she thought she made the contact.
And Grismer now drives baseline, draws a foul, and will shoot a pair. Both teams now shooting the rest of the way. The foul's on Guler, and I have her for 3. So Korf and Guler have picked up their share of 3 fouls in the first half. As Grismer's free throws no good from the Horace Mann Insurance and Investment free throw line.
What looked like it would be a rough half of foul problems for the Yellowjackets has now quickly turned to the Vikings as both free throws are missed. And honestly, that could have been another foul right there, Jason, as it looked like it was over the back. But again, it's going to be an interesting second half with all this foul trouble.
As you can see on the Otter Tail Power scoreboard, the Vikings add to their lead with that one on the floater by Kirkwood. Makes it 30-19 with 3 minutes to go in our opening half, and Kirkwood is having a nice night tonight for the Vikings off the bench. She's got 10 already. As Grismer's going to line up a 3, and that's too strong. Razor with the board. Fights through traffic, too strong enough, but the putback by Jurdy is no good. Now Hovland with it. Goes to Kirkwood near side. Kirkwood spins back to Arrow. Fires that fastball through traffic, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellowjackets. Allie Berger comes in. Anderson and Nelson and Morgan Smith as well comes into the game for the Yellowjackets. So Yellowjackets going in deep to their bench. Nice aggressive play by Nelson on the far side. Taps that one out of bounds.
Well, and I think it's one of the benefits of both of these squads is they do have deep benches, but I think this is a little bit out of necessity as well with this foul trouble, trying to keep people around for the second half. So if something doesn't change, we're going to be playing a lot of players tonight, I think, Jason.
7 on the shot clock. Hovland into the lane. Pass goes down low, knifing through and beating the shot clock. Anna Roisel.
Boy, nothing more defeating than that, Jason, to play good defense for 33 seconds and have one go in at 2.
That shot's no good. And Hovland grabs the rebound. Hovland. Now Roisel. Into the lane, feeds Berger, but it's stolen by Anderson. Anderson back the other way. Pull-up jumper, in and out, no. Arrow the rebound, and now Hovland back slowly with 1:20 to go in our opening half, with Pelican Rapids leading 32-19 on your Otter Tail Power scoreboard. Make sure to stay tuned to the halftime show, then also our postgame and pregame show, which will have our player of the game brought to you by Steve Sanitation. Anderson drives, now dishes to Nelson. It's good. Nice job there by Kaya Anderson. Nelson wanted it right away, but Anderson gave her space by moving to the left, dropped it off to Nelson, so she was even more wide open for the nice layup. Arrow with 18 on the shot clock. Over to Kirkwood. Now Hovland open for 3, and that's good. And it's 35-21. Yellowjackets play for the last shot. But they'll go right to the hoop with Jurdy. It's no good. And now the Vikings are going to slow it down with 15 on the clock, and that's the experience on the floor.
Yeah, youthful probably mistake. It was a decent shot, but now you give the Vikings a chance.
Kirkwood from the corner. Off the side iron, out of bounds with, nothing on the clock. So at half, the Vikings lead this one by a score of 35-21. We'll take a quick timeout here on the 549 Media Network.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn, because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve and make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have fun for the whole family. Adventureland is open for the littles all year long. Come for open swim and enjoy the pool. Bring it back to the past and try roller skating again Fridays and Sundays. We are now offering an after-school program for kids ages 9 to 12. If you are looking for a fun way to celebrate a birthday, we offer a variety of birthday party options, including pool parties, roller skating, bounce house, and Adventureland. Keep your eyes out for our fun special events on our Facebook page or on our website, permareacommunitycenter.net. Find your fit at the Pack.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's coverage on 549 Media Network of Perham Yellowjacket activities. We hope you are enjoying tonight's broadcast. If you'd like to advertise on the 549 Media Network, please send an email to jgrowth@perham.k12.mn.us or call 218-346-4501 for more information on the 549 Media Network. And welcome back into the Hive second half. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. And Lance, an exciting first half, especially if you're fans of the orange and black.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, I think both teams probably aren't satisfied with how the first half went, even though the Vikings are up by 14. I think their rebounding kind of left them high and dry at times, and they probably could have had some more possessions and ultimately more points. And if you're the Yellowjackets, I think defensively you just got to move a step quicker right now. You're got to anticipate where the Vikings are going. And then offensively, we talked a little bit about we look a little stagnant on that end. And what I mean by that is we have one or two girls running and setting screens in the pick and roll, and the rest of them are kind of in place. Well, you're easy to guard if you're in place. You're hard to guard if you're moving. So look for the Yellowjackets to get a little bit more motion going on their offensive end, and hopefully with that you'll get to see them put the ball in the hole here. So, and again, the foul trouble, I think in the end, foul trouble is going to probably dictate how this game ends up, as I believe you said Korf and Guler both have 3, and then the Yellowjackets have about the whole squad with 2. So it's going to be an interesting second half that way with foul trouble.
It should be an interesting second half. Yellowjackets led in scoring by Kaya Anderson. She has 9. Cora Grismer has 4. Lauren Jurdy with 4. Sophie Nelson with 4. You're scoring for the Yellowjackets. Leading the way for the Vikings is Cameron Kirkwood with 10. And that's your scoring in the first half. We'll take a break, come back, get you set up for the second half.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Welcome back at the half of the 549 Media Network. We're just telling great dad jokes to each other as we get ready to go for this second half, Lance, and for the Yellowjackets. Settle in a little bit. I think the guard pressure from Pelican was definitely tough for the Yellowjackets to handle. Now it's adjusting to that varsity speed.
Right, and you could see the Vikings from the opening tip-off on. They were gonna go at Kaya Anderson and they were gonna go at Grismer, and they've continued to do that relentlessly through this whole. And with those two ladies, now they're having to extend a lot of energy just bringing the ball up the floor. And so for the Yellowjackets, I think you're going to have to find a way to relieve some of that pressure, because right now Grismer and Anderson are kind of guarding the best players, so to speak. They're trying to bring the ball up the floor, and they're trying to be your leading scorers. And that's a tall task. So you're going to have to look. I think we've talked about it a lot, but secondary scoring has to kind of show up here in the second half, or I think it's going to be a long evening for the Yellowjackets.
And that might be right now the difference in this game, is secondary scoring has shown up for Pelican Rapids as well. Cameron Kirkwood, I was wrong in my halftime report. She actually has 11. I missed one of her free throws to lead the way. Morgan Korf with 6. And if you told me Morgan Korf had 6 points and the Vikings had a 14-point lead, I wouldn't have believed it.
Well, and she sat out from the 6-minute mark on, and it was about that time Kirkwood had a shot or two, but she just kind of stepped into that role, and that's what you're looking for. And I think ultimately that's what Coach Super and his staff's going to look for, is when things aren't going for Grismer and Anderson, who's going to be that next person to step up and say, just give me the ball. And I was really impressed with Kirkwood. I thought she shot the three, she handled the ball well, she got to the lane, and again, now it just it thins out the Yellowjackets defense, because now they have to guard her full court as well.
Indeed, Lance, as we get ready to go for this second half, once again, I'd like to thank you for your great work on camera and color tonight. Appreciate that, Lance Rock. I'm Jason Grothree here.
Looks like we're going to have Vikings basketball, but we got a little time yet as they're going to re-huddle up really quick. But again, ultimately, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about it. We did a little bit. Yellowjackets got to stay out of foul trouble. And I guess you could say the same thing on the other hand for the Vikings. You get 4 on Korf or Guler, and it ultimately changes the game, but it seemed like it affected the Yellowjackets a little bit more than it did the Vikings in the first half.
We're ready to go. Possession arrow switches. Yellowjackets will get it out of the next alternating possession as Hovland has it. She's joined by the starting 5. Actually, no different a change. Kirkwood on the court to start the second half. And she was rewarded for a great first half, but a turnover there, drag her with it. Now Anderson. Goes down low, Grismer, baseline jumper. That's good for Coral Grismer.
Good start for the Yellowjackets there, and just what they needed to get rolling and just get that confidence to start this second half.
And with this lead that the Vikings have, you know they're going to work clock and make you use all 35 on the other side. Korf, and it's stolen away by Razor. Razor into the lane, around traffic, it's good. Greta Razor, her first 2 points on the Yellowjackets, off on a 4-0 run to start the second half, have cut it to 10. Korf in the lane, jumper left to left hand is good.
Boy, and you could see that in her eyes coming all the way down the court. She was not happy with turning the ball over, and she was going to get those 2 points back for her team, and she did just that.
So smooth, and she's got that nice spin move in the lane.
Well, and to go left-handed when you're right-handed is incredible.
And then Grismer answers with a 3-point shot there. She's got 9. The Yellowjackets would really like to see her continue to heat up here in this second half. Korf driving on Grismer, gets cut off. Now turns it over. Now some contact there. No foul called either way, and it's a play on. In the lane, losing the basketball out of bounds is Royzum. I kind of like the play on call there because it's one of those, I know you're not supposed to ref who the player is, but sometimes you don't want to get a player a cheap fourth like that.
Well, and I think the difference in that one, Jason, is nobody had control of the basketball. It was a free basketball at that point, so the contact looks a little bit more incidental than if somebody was holding onto the ball and you ran into them. So, of course, if you're the Yellowjackets, you want that called, but it wasn't play on.
Shot by Anderson, no good. They'll take this foul, though, and that will put Anderson to the free throw line. That is on Hovland, her first. Anderson to shoot a pair. From the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line, well, their money tonight, the free throws for the Yellowjackets have not been money.
Yeah, and that's one of those, you can't leave those points sitting on the table, and that might ultimately come back to haunt you as Anderson makes the second one. But kind of sloppy play here by the Vikings coming out of half. Look for them to run a set here and try to get a good look for one of their players.
Hovland now. Backstrom's going to drive down backside there for Hovland. Bounce pass inside for Royson. She gets to Guler. Quick shot short. But it works as a good pass inside and an N1 opportunity for Hovland.
Again, and that's a tough one to anticipate. If you're a dragger, you think it's going to hit the rim. You're underneath the basket. It didn't. It kind of fell right by her, and now she picks up her third. Hovland for a chance at the old school three-point play.
She gets set to drop from the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. The Vikings up 11 with 15 and a half to go. Anderson with it now. To Dranger. Razor with it over to Grismer. Grismer into the lane, gets cut off. Now Anderson. Razor. Looking inside to Hackle, does a nice job. Pins and finishes, does Addie Hackle.
Yeah, I like that seal to the backside, and then when you lob it over, it's a long three there. It's a nice, easy layup for the Yellowjackets. Quick shot there by the Vikings, so interesting.
Grismer now with it, down 9 on your Otter Tail Power Company scoreboard.
Pressure not quite what it was in the first half with the foul trouble by the Vikings. I'm sure they cannot play quite as tight as they wanted to.
Grismer drives, layup no good. Hackle spikes it off the backboard. And Korf with the rebound. Guler open look from the elbow for three, good.
They really do have a lot of weapons, Jason, and you know they haven't shot it extremely well tonight, but you can see at any, it's kind of like a firecracker. That wick lights, they can shoot it from all over the place.
Anderson with a nice left hand layup on the other side. As she gets that to drop, it's back to 10. Korf to spin and a teardrop. No. Rebound, Grismer's. Guler came crashing in. Grismer back, numbers up for the Vikings. That doesn't stop Cora Grismer. She goes to the hoop, but she gets called for the offensive foul.
And the only way I can describe it being here, Jason, is it's a little bit like watching summer ball right now. Both teams have kind of said, defense, what's that? We're going to run up and down the floor, and we're going to try to outscore each other. Well, it's sort of worked a little bit for the Yellowjackets, but I think ultimately it's a team that can settle in to do the things offensively without fast breaking that's going to win this one.
And Hackle working inside, pokes that away and gets a steal. Drager now with it to Razor. Hamburger to Grismer. Now back to Hamburger. Razor with it. Works out, kicks Hamburger. A three from the corner, it's good! Reagan Hamburger hits the three, her first of the night. And now a foul on the Yellowjackets. That's going to be, I believe, Razor on the hold. It is. That's her third. So Drager and Razor have three for the Yellowjackets. Korf, Guler with three each for the Vikings. But for the Yellowjackets, they've cut the lead down to 7 after trailing by 14 on your Otter Tail Power Company scoreboard. Three-pointer on its way off line. Crashing for the board. Hovland tries to go through Hackle, and Hackle picks up a foul, sending Hovland to the floor.
So ball be, I kind of like what Coach Super's doing here. He's subbing Anderson and Grismer with a little bit of the foul trouble. Maybe get them to under the 10-minute mark before you get them both in the game together again, but it allows you a little bit of a break without picking up that foul.
And Jurdy works inside, blocks the shot, but turns it over. And now it's Korf. She now has 10.
And again, made baskets allow them to set up. It's a little bit more token pressure this half. Again, we talked about, I think foul trouble just changes that up a little bit.
Held ball. Out of all that, Yellowjackets will keep the possession. That's kind of an interesting entry pass into the paint.
I think both sides have struggled with their entry pass. The Pelican Rapids Vikings ladies are getting way too far down.
And now a foul going through the screen. And that's going to be on Kirkwood.
Ball out of bounds underneath for the Yellowjackets. I'll finish what I was thinking. I think the Vikings are getting too far down on the baseline trying to make that entry pass, and the Yellowjackets are just trying to throw it a chest pass instead of a nice bounce pass. They're open. There was a good lay-in, just not right there, but we're going to get another jump ball.
We have great sponsorships opportunities available. If you want to sponsor a held ball, send me an email. jgrowth@perham.k12.mn.us. Hovland with it. Drives, kicks it over. Korf, step back for her. Off the front iron, no good. Razor battling in traffic. Gets the rebound, draws a foul. The foul will be on Royson. Third for the Vikings. First for Royson. And now this time they're going to sub out Drager and bring Grismer in. Grismer to Hamburger inside. Razor works through, puts up a shot, it's offline. And the rebound grabbed by the Vikings. Korf steps back, offline. A little too strong was that. Hamburger the rebound, and another held ball.
Seriously, you called it, Jason. If you that is open if you want to sponsor that. But again, it's been one of those that I don't think it's been a very clean game, and I don't think either coach would try to mirror that it has been. And that's where you end up with a lot of these jump balls. It's just not played as crisply as I thought these two clubs would come out and play tonight. But there's a lot of game left.
And there's a great entry pass that we've been looking for. And it goes to Jurdy. She draws the foul. That was that high arcing one that she was underneath. Did a good job sealing off the defender. Draws the foul on Royson.
Arrow back in the game. Royson will take a little bit of a breather here at the 11:24 mark.
Now Anderson with it. Spins, kicks over to Grismer. Grismer launches the three. It's good! Cora Grismer, a big three-pointer there. Cuts it to 6. And the answer for Hovland is good, as Hovland comes right back and answers.
I was just going to say Grismer's had an outstanding second half, Jason, and then it kind of got overshadowed by not picking up Hovland.
That shot no good as Grismer tried to drive. It seems like tonight Pelicans had an answer every time. Korf left hand offline. Rebound grab, Hemberger. Hemberger trying to get some help. Does to Anderson. Anderson with 10.5 to go. 48-39 in a rematch of last year's section championship game. Some familiar faces, but a lot of different faces from that game. Hemberger inside, nice feed, Dirty the finish.
That's going to be open all night, Jason. No backside help there by the Vikings. The opposite guard's got to slide down in there and kind of create that double team, but they're worried about the Yellow Jacket shooters right now, which you should be, leaving them wide open. Nice job, Jerdy, just holding your ground there.
They expect with 10 to go, the Vikings are going to start using that shot clock to their advantage and draw out these possessions. They go inside, Korf off the glass, no. Kirkwood, the left hand, no. Rebound, a collision, a fall to the floor, a reset, and now a held ball with 9:45 to go. Ashton Kunza will check in for the Yellow Jackets. Another one of those young Yellow Jacket players that brings a lot of energy, an 8th grader. Hovland, though, nice play to get her open. Shot no good. Rebound tapped around. Kunza eventually grabs it. Here comes Anderson. Now to Grismer. Grismer into the lane. There's Kunza. Kunza, kick out near side Hemberger. Hemberger now to Anderson. Anderson fires for 3 and hits it. And it's 48-41, or 48-44 on my scoreboard, and the shot is good there by Kirkwood.
And again, 2 big buckets by the Yellow Jackets, Jason, and then they lose their player on defense and give an easy one back. So again, Yellow Jackets have to do a better job of finding that defensive side and making this game closer.
Hemberger off the back iron, no. Rebound tapped around, Hovland gets it. 50-44 is your official score as Hovland drives. A lot of contact, no call, and a play on. Pass up ahead to Anderson. Anderson drives, off-balance shot. That's good for Kaya Anderson. She's having a big second half, has cut it to 4 with 8.5 to go. In this Heart of the Lakes Conference clash, Kirkwood now with Kunza on her. 1v1. And now it goes to Hovland. Kunza switches. And now Guler has it. Off the screen. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Arrow. Arrow left hand in the lane. Poked away through a couple of legs. Out of bounds. It'll be Yellow Jacket basketball, and we might have a timeout coming up. No, we're not. We're going to have a substitution. Thought head coach Brian Korf might think about using one of his 5 there. Addie Hackle back in for Jerdy. Jerdy just gave the Yellow Jackets a good run there inside before checking out. Under 8 to go, second half. Here from the Hive on the 549 Media Network. Anderson open for 3 off the iron, but Hackle there for the board. Tries to save it, does, but it's into the hands of Morgan Korf, but the Yellow Jackets were able to get back before she could get off to the races. Korf now against Anderson. Crossover comes back up top. Now goes to Kirkwood. She will take the 3 and miss off to the side as Kunza closed. Now a held ball. But no, it's going to be a foul actually. Foul is on Kunza. Korf, a corner three. That's no good. Rebound slapped by Hackle, and Anderson corrals it. The deflection stats for Hackle tonight will be something to look at. She's doing a nice job batting that ball around to teammates.
She absolutely is, and I don't remember a game on the other side that Korf has shot the way she shot tonight. So, again, I'm a law of averages. I would believe she's going to heat up at some point here.
That one too strong. And the Yellowjackets get it. Anderson, but she's got to hurry back from behind her. Reads it well to Hackle. Hackle back up top. Grismer for three. Off the front iron, doesn't roll. Hackle taps it out of bounds, though. It was last touch by Addie Hackle going over the top of the defender, which a lot of people might wonder why that's not over the back. There is no over the back. You just can't go through the back. She did a nice job. As we got a timeout on the floor, Yellowjackets trail by 4 on the 549 Media Network.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer. I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got a better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
Welcome back to the Hive. 6:40 to go. Second half of game number 1 here of 2. Yellowjackets hosting 5 Heart of the Lakes doubleheaders this year. And Lance, I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan. I love it when they have these.
Well, from what I talked to a few people, it sounds like every school got 5 doubleheaders that's in the conference or what. And I think that's a great way to just cold winter nights, what better? Get to the gym and stay here. And again, most of the facilities now have new gyms, so their gym that used to be their performance gym can host the JV rounds, and what a perfect way to bring people out and get them to stay.
Kirkwood against Kunza. And also you have great concessions at many of these conferences or facilities.
For sure.
That's our main focus there. Is a pass inside is tied up. Held ball. Foul situation, still away from the bonus. The Yellowjackets have committed 5. Pelican Rapids has committed 4 with 6.5 to go, which was a first half of we thought foul trouble would play a big role. It really hasn't in the second half. Now Anderson. Left hand. Hands it off to Grismer. Grismer now looking for help. Needs to find it. Gets it to Kunza. Kunza over to Anderson.
We talked earlier, Jason. Look at the motion by the Yellowjackets. Shot by Grismer. Too long.
Tapped out of bounds. They're going to ask for help on that tap out, but it's going to go to the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Dranger will check back in for Ashton Kunza, who just gave the Yellowjackets some valuable minutes, I thought, off the bench. Korf bringing it up court. 5.5 to go. Winning time now, whereas Scott Hansen on the red zone says the witching hour. As Kirkwood has it. Back with 10 on the shot clock. Kirkwood now. Pressure coming out. Korf now with 6. Goes to work through the lane. Draws the foul as Razor got her on the arm on the way up.
And again, we talk about youth on the Yellowjackets. You can also say that about the Vikings. And again, another big foul. 4th one on Razor.
Korf at the free throw line. Brought to you by Horace Mann Insurance and Investments. Gets the first one down.
I mean, you just look at the Vikings too, Jason. We're going to see this team for a long time. Kirkwood, a freshman, Guler, a sophomore, Hovland, a sophomore. You go down the line, and it's crazy. The youth in the heart of the Lakes in Section 8 AA is that one's just a little long.
5-point game with 5 to go. Grismer drops back. Drives, floats up a shot, no good. She's fouled, she'll shoot a pair. That's on Hovland, her second. Now Grismer at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. And that one is money. Off the shooter's roll. Doesn't get the roll on the second one.
Good hustle by Anderson. Almost saved it for the Yellowjackets, and boy, would that have been a big extra possession.
Three-pointer from Korf. That's no good. Interesting, as now Grismer will drive into the lane, kick it out. Anderson for three. That's good for Kaya Anderson. Yellowjackets are definitely hoping for the foul, but they'll take that result as it cuts it to 1. Now Korf on Anderson. Korf drives left, throws up a shot. It's good as Korf knifes through the lane. And it's 53-50 with 4 to go. Grismer now to Hemberger. To Dreger. She'll fire for 3 off the back iron, too strong. Korf in the lane for the rebound. Up ahead to Hovland, who leaked out. Hovland to the hoop. Shot altered. It's good, though, as Hovland works through and gets it to go. And quickly, just like that, it's now a 5-point game on your Otter Tail Power scoreboard. Hemberger with it, near side. Dreger to Razor. Anderson to Grismer. Back here to Razor. Hemberger thought about it. Now to Grismer. Grismer drives, draws the foul shot, doesn't drop. Grismer will shoot 2.
And it would have counted if it would have went. They held the arm in the air there waiting to see the continuation. So good job by Grismer getting herself to the free throw line. Now she's just got to make it pay at the Horseman and Insurance and Investment free throw line.
Foul was on Guler, and there she does with the first one. That's Guler's 4th. But talked about it earlier, Lance, a little bit. Pelican just has that answer. The Yellowjackets get it within 1. Korf comes down, hits a big shot. And then Hovland answers with a big shot. Now the Yellowjackets back to within a possession. Need to find a way to get that stop and get it to a tie or a 1-point game. Backstrom in the corner. Up top, Hovland left open. And you can't leave her open because that'll happen.
Grismer got buried down in the lane, helping on that backside with the double team. Hovland realized that, jumped up to the top of the key, was wide open, and again, too good of shooters to leave open.
Hemberger to answer. No, it's off the back iron. Rebound grab by Dreger. Down low, Razor. Razor now to Hemberger. Hemberger in the lane, drives left hand, no. And the rebound grab by Korf.
And now I would say you're going to see some sort of set by the Vikings, trying to use up as much of this 28 seconds that's left on the 35-second shot clock. And again, the smart play here is they're right now just weathering the storm, and the storm has been the Yellowjackets putting on some good pressure.
Korf putting on a dribbling clinic. Finds Guler in the corner and hits a 3.
And may have got the end one there, almost as through that follow through, as we're going to have a timeout by the Yellowjackets. Big answer after big answer by these Vikings.
We'll take a break here on the 549 Media Network.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back. Go to the timeout on your Otter Tail Power scoreboard. It shows the Vikings up 61-52 on the Yellowjackets with 1:57 to go here in the second half.
And back-to-back threes, and both of them kind of in a situation where the Yellowjackets were scrambling. They lost contact with their lady, and it made not for easy three-pointers, but easier than they've been. Full court pickup here. Nobody coming to help Anderson. Nice job getting that ball in, but Yellowjackets are going to have to score and probably score quickly here.
Anderson with it now to Razor. Now inside to Razor. Razor drives. Shot no good. Rebound grab by Hovland, and the Vikings will have a really good chance to put the clamps on this one with 1:30 to go and a full shot clock to work with.
Well, you wonder if the Yellowjackets are going to foul here and get in the game. There's still a lot of possessions if you foul, but it looks like they're content just to let that shot clock do the work for them.
Gorf in the lane. Backstrom driving shot block. Anderson gets it. Trying to get free. She does. 1:10 to go. Anderson back here, pulls up for three. Short. Drager tries to save it. She's out of bounds. With 1:02 to go, Nelson will come in.
And again, here comes the full court press, and I know it's one of those things, what do you do to extend the game? But I think you foul, you give yourself a chance. If they run another 30 seconds off here, Jason, this game's just about over, I think.
Or Guler will hit a three, and that's off the iron, no good. Rebound grab by Anderson. Guler had a great look, maybe too early in the possession for Korf, but you can't pass up that good of a look, and now a foul on the other side on Morgan Korf.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, it's so hard, Jason, but I think you do pass that look up. You know, if you run another 30 seconds off the clock, you're down to 13 seconds, up by 9. That would take a miracle to win. Now we're at 44 seconds. You're still up by 9, maybe 7 after these free throws from the Horace Mann Investments and Insurance free throw line as the first one rolls in again. But, again, it's so hard to know, and if she hits that, it's the biggest shot of the game. And, unfortunately, she didn't, and you second guess. So, again, it's one of those things you got to love about basketball.
Short on the second. And officials timeout. We have, I believe, blood on the floor. So to borrow a term from Tuesday night, blood time, but Yellowjackets will make a substitution. Now the officials are going to discuss, so that came right after the free throw. It will be Pelican Rapids basketball. My guess is the possession arrow will switch back to the Yellowjackets after this.
I think you're correct here. Although
the Vikings are already running their set. The officials are discussing with the scores table. The clock has been addressed to 41.
33 on the shot clock, so they put 3 seconds more on there. Now it'll be.
So the arrow won't switch. It was
their ball. Yeah, that's what I was going to say as well. So a nice job by the officials circulating that out, and this one's not going to make it.
Near side, Grismer. Kick out here for Anderson. Anderson in the corner. Now to Grismer. Grismer into the lane. Right hand layup. Too strong. No. Rebound Backstrom. And now the Yellowjackets don't need to foul because the Vikings might turn it over. To the near side, now it's grabbed by the Yellowjackets. What an interesting 10 seconds of basketball. Now a foul out of all that, and it's Yellowjacket basketball. And that will send Anderson to the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line.
Oh, man, you couldn't if you had to draw up the arrows to where that ball just took off to, it touched like every person on the floor. And again, nice hustle by the Yellowjackets. It looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Yellowjackets, I believe.
And indeed, they take it, so we'll take it with them.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good. You want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLM from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back here to the Hive. Anderson at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. And that one is no good. Rebound Gruler, foul by Nelson. Now I'll put Gruler at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. Again, contact. Kyle Van Dyke at Horseman. His email address, kyle.vandyke@horseman.com. Or call 218-236-6665 as the free throw is good at the Horseman free throw line.
And the beauty of about a doubleheader, you can't even really enjoy the end of this one. Second one also good. Both boys' teams are itching, waiting in the corners for their turn to come out on the floor, and we'll be carrying that one as well right here on the same stream.
Three-pointer from Hemberger is good. Make sure to stay tuned in our post-game show. We will have your Steve Sanitation player of the game as we got a foul here on the near side with 0.5 to go. So everything is official but the final score. And Hovland will be at the line to shoot. Hits the first. Looking for the second. And she does just that for the finishing touches. Pelican Rapids picks up a 65-56 victory over the Yellowjackets. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and have your Steve Sanitation's player of the game right here on the 549 Media Network.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this as I'm a fifth generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
Welcome back. Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we wrap up our first game. 65-56 victory it was for Pelican Rapids. Lance, just a strong night for the Vikings. They did just enough in that second half to pick up the victory.
Right, and I know Coach Korf won't be happy with how it ended. He'll be happy with the win, maybe not with their play. Again, I think if if you're the Vikings and you get that sort of game out of Korf where she just couldn't ever find her shot, she never got in rhythm, you're going to be pretty happy with a 10-point victory. As we talked about, if the Yellowjackets could hold her under 15, they should be super happy. And I think it was probably under that, if not well under that. But again, it was impressive to see some pieces step up for the Vikings. One was Kirkwood, freshman, came in and just gave them points when they needed to. But both these teams are going to be teams to be reckoned with when you come back to Section 8AA tournament time, as this is opening up. You can really see Grismer and Anderson have even picked up their games and moved them to the next level yet. And again, I think you're going to find the Draggers and the Hamburgers and the Hackles and Razors, and you can go on and on, as Coach Super probably played 12 ladies tonight, partially because it's a deeper bench and partially because of foul trouble. But you're going to see those pieces come, and they're going to get stronger as the year gets going. So great job by both teams there. Fun to watch them both play tonight, and we're getting geared up. I know you have some stats, and then we'll kind of flip the script.
Steve Sanitation, player of the game. We'll give it to Cora Grismer with honorable mention to Kai Anderson tonight. They led the way for the Yellowjackets. They scored 36 of the 56 points tonight. 6 points for Lauren Jurdy, 6 points for Reagan Hamburger, 2 for Addie Hackle, 4 points on the board for Sophie Nelson for the Yellowjackets. Leading the way for Pelican Rapids, Ari Hufflin with 20. Morgan Korf and Cameron Kirkwood with 13 each, 12 on the board for Megan Guler. Vikings win that one 65-56. Now we'll turn our page in our scorebooks, our rosters, and our pregame show now to the boys basketball game, where the Yellowjackets will get ready to take on Pelican Rapids and what should be a fun one. Season opener for the Yellowjacket boys, game number 2 for the Vikings, Lance.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting every year. You know, we talk about this in every pregame that seniors graduate, they move on, and you're trying to fill some spots. And for the Yellowjackets, I think that plus some injuries kind of have left them with some openings. And what I've always thought of is it's always an opportunity for maybe not 1 or 2 kids, but 3 or 4. So as the Yellowjackets get started, and they start going through, and you're going to probably see a little bit more like you did with the Lady Jackets. The bench might extend a little bit, and it might not. When you're injured, sometimes that takes your depth away. When I turn the page and you think about the Vikings, Jason, same thing. They lost a key player as well, sitting at the end of the bench in their last football game. So again, injuries play a toll for everybody, and you're starting 0-0. But we don't have a lot to go on tonight other than talking to a few coaches and seeing how things are going. But it's going to be an interesting night, and I'm kind of curious to see what the Yellowjackets do. Do they have enough depth to get up and down the floor and run a little bit? Or are we going to see more of that controlled game? So some big question marks for me will be answered here in about 16 minutes.
And we'll see if head coach Kyle Haberman answered a couple of your questions. We'll hear from him right now on the 549 Media Network. Hello, welcome back to the 549 Media pregame show as we get ready for the boys basketball game tonight between the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Perham Yellowjackets. We're now joined by Perham head coach Kyle Haberman, getting ready for a new season, home opener tonight. First overall, what's your thoughts, sir?
Well, I mean, we're glad to be back. You know, we kind of have a few guys that are coming back with minutes, but we got guys that tonight will be their first time logging any varsity minutes, and to play against the section champion is exactly kind of where we want to be, and see where we can play at the beginning of the season, and really kind of put us in a spot where we understand what it's going to take to try to knock them off this year.
Looking at your squad this year, you kind of graduated some seniors that had some big roles on the squad last year. What's kind of the makeup of the team, and what was their impact on the squad?
Yeah, no, I mean, we certainly we're missing 2 all-conference players from last year, and Mason Happel and Ashton Detloff, and those guys are going to be missed. But, we've got guys that logged minutes. Cole Reuter, Maddox Swentek, Alex Bloom played a lot of minutes last year. Those guys are used to varsity basketball. So we're excited about the guys we got. You add in guys like Nathan Rusted, Will Baker, who will be playing in a couple games. He won't be playing tonight. But we got guys that are ready to play and step into different roles. We've got some young guys too that are knocking on the door. So we're as a coaching staff, we're really happy with the makeup of our varsity squad, and then actually we're really happy with all 3 levels that we have currently.
And a little bit, you kind of mentioned there, you got some experience, quite a bit of it back. How nice is it to have that with that mix of youth that you have as well?
Well, the nice thing is they're really high level leaders. We have not had to worry at all about having a team based leadership and more of a player based coach team. And so when you got guys like Swentek, who's just, kind of does it all for you on and off the court, and Cole Reuter, who's, just one of those kind of guys who just really likes that leadership role. And then Bloom, who's, was starting quarterback on the football team and shortstop in the baseball team. You got some high level guys that are going to lead your group. And so for us, it's really going to be as those valleys happen in basketball games, in a game like Pelican where they're going to make their runs and they're going to pressure from start to finish. It's nice to know you have some leaders that are going to be able to kind of talk ourselves through it and be able to get us to limit those rallies that they have.
We'll get back to the on-the-court things in just a minute, but there's one thing I noticed you guys released yesterday. You talked a little bit about leadership, and you kind of talk about what the program is doing with this community service hours. If you want to chat a little bit about that and how that's kind of become part of the program.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of jumped into that right when we took over the program, and they did a nice job prior to me getting here, but I've really always thought that's a huge thing. We're not just a Perham community, we're a surrounding community too, so we've tried to kind of get ourselves out there and known that, if there's somebody that needs some help or somebody, that's elderly and needs help around town, just get a hold of us and we'll be over there moving carpet or doing whatever. So, between heading to Ottertail City to clean emergency vehicles, or this weekend working at the Jackie Mann and making sure that PD just kind of has players there available for him all day in case he needs any help, and he really appreciates that, and my guys are willing to help. So we've really taken that on, and then it's just kind of been part of our MO now. So I'm really proud of that, and so are our guys.
Now we'll transition back to the court, like you said, season opener, home opener, and you get the section champs in your gym. Kind of a unique way to start this season. Is that the way you want to go? You get to see where you're at right away?
Well, there's good and bad to it, right? There's the good of it is you're going to see where you're at. And a lot of times early in the season, last year we played Aitken and won by 40 and felt really good about ourselves, and then we didn't win for a while. And so this is the opposite. And so there's a lot of good in being able to understand, hey, this is what it's going to take to be great this year. The downside of it is you have some guys that are going to get minutes for the first time ever. And we have to understand that when they make those mistakes, there's probably that first 5-10 minutes of just, this is the first time I'm in a doubleheader in the Hive against the section champions, and there's a lot of bright lights looking at me, and they're going to make some plays that they wouldn't normally make in the middle of the year. So we as a coaching staff have to accept some of those things, understand it's the bright lights of the first night. We talked about it yesterday in practice. After a couple minutes, we all go through this moment when you first play varsity basketball. After the first couple minutes, all that work that you've done for all those years starts to pay off, and there's a reason you're on the floor, and they start to get used to it, and it just becomes basketball again.
Heart of Lakes Conference this year, a little bit of an expansion, kind of changes a little bit with the addition of 2 new teams. What's kind of the makeup of the conference overall this year?
Well, it's still relatively open. I think Pelican's for sure the favorite in the conference, but Staples coming in has a really good squad. You saw them in the state championship in football. They have some athletes in their junior senior group in particular. Park Rapids was in the semis last year, and they've got a lot of returners back too. So it's going to be that's the beauty and why we want to be in this conference, is because you're not going to get any nights off. Every single night in the Heart of Lakes is going to be a battle. And so for us this year, it's about getting some of that success back, getting into those grinds, and then winning those close games, because all of our games last year were really close and within 8. We just were on the wrong side of a lot of them. Now we got to find a way to flip it.
Now tonight on the floor, what do you expect to see from the Vikings?
Well, they're going to relentlessly pressure from start to finish. If it's anything like game 1, he'll probably play 10, 11 guys, and really every dead ball he's going to shuffle guys in, and he knows they all have 5 fouls. He's going to be into our shorts from the whole time. For us, can we maintain our composure for 36 minutes. And we'll see if they end up going 11 deep or if they kind of shrink it down to, I think they're probably more of an 8 or 9. But they got a lot of guys. Torres can really shoot. Their new point guard that's coming in for Trayvon looked really good the other night against Crookston. He really does it all for them as a sophomore. And so they just kind of reloaded again. They have, missing Guler from last year, but they're going to be a special basketball team. Their coaching staff does a really nice job with them in both offense and defense.
And then now one more final question, looking kind of ahead down the road to the season overall, your schedule again, another fun one, another exciting one. Thoughts there as you get ready for that? Well,
You add in those 4 games between those home and homes with Park and Staples. That kind of changes things a little bit. We notice we have 10 doubleheaders this year, so that's very different for our guys. And there's different ways logistically that I think you have to handle that as a coach. But we're really excited about our group this year. We know it's going to be another one of those years where hopefully we can build and get better and be better, the best at March. At the same time, we really do like our squad this year.
All right. Anything else you like that, Kyle?
No, we really appreciate the coverage, and thanks for all that you do.
All right, thank you. And that's Perham Yellowjacket head coach Kyle Heberman right here on the 549 Media pregame show.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have something for everyone. Let us help you reach your fitness goals, connect with others, or just have a little fun. We offer a state-of-the-art weight room, weight resistance and cardio machines, and inspiring spin studio. If walking is your preference, our walking track is just the thing for you. We have over 20 fitness classes offered weekly. Yoga, Zabit, Strength, and Senior Fit, those are just a few. Our aquatic center is equipped with a 6-lane lap pool, kiddie pool, and water slide. Adults can relax in the sauna and hot tub. We also offer water fitness classes and open swim for the family. Find your fit at the Pack. We'd love to have you here.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve. And make choices that are smart. For you. For them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
Well, welcome back into the Hive here on the 549 Media pregame show. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. We're moments away from the start of game number 2 of our doubleheader between the Yellowjackets and the Vikings. Thank you all for tuning in. I'd like to give a special shout out to some Perham Pirate players tuning in, hoping they're enjoying tonight's broadcast as we have a good one here. The Yellowjackets and the Vikings to kick off the season. The Yellowjackets 0-0. The Vikings 1-0 coming off a big victory, knocking off Crookston by a score of 77-40 to start the season.
Yeah, it was an impressive showing by them, and I think Coach Haberman stated it really well in your opening, Jason. That was really well done. They played a lot of guys, and I think there's two trying to figure out how does everybody fit in, and their style of play probably is going to take a lot of players. As far as what we're looking for tonight, I've got just a couple in my that I'm looking to see is the Yellowjackets closing out on their shooting, because they showed multiple guys that can shoot the three. Torres has been somebody, if you want to put a name in your mind, he's been a scorer for them for the last couple of years, still only a junior. Then the other part to me that's going to be interesting is the matchup with Jack Welch, a 6'7" junior underneath Jason, just to see who's matching up with him, what size we're going to have to match up against with him, and what's going to happen on the backside. So again, I think there's a lot of question marks as we go into tonight for both teams. And again, your story's not supposed to be written. The final chapter isn't tonight. It's the opening introduction. So again, it's one of those things that I think the Yellowjackets are going to be one of those teams that you're going to want to watch from chapter to chapter to see how the ending finally turns out.
Well said, Lance, as we get ready to look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. For the Yellowjackets, Alex Bloom at a guard, Cole Reuter at a forward spot, Cypress Steele at a guard, Maddox Swentex at forward, and Nathan Rustad at a forward. For the Vikings of Pelican Rapids, Ethan Eisenman at a guard, Miguel Torres at a guard, Charlie Larson also at a guard, Brady Severson at a guard, and Jack Welch at a forward for the Vikings. But few names not mentioned there. I mean, the injured list is impressive, unfortunately, for both these teams. Tate Zacharias, Braden Anderson, both out. Tate Zacharias, though, might be back in a couple of weeks. And on the other side, Trayvon Benson, just a dynamic athlete, suffered a knee injury in the final game of the football season for him. But he's there on the sideline with his squad, and he's definitely going to be missed, but the Vikings... Well,
right, and they're going to carry on, and nobody's feeling sorry for anybody in this league anymore because they're all dealing with injuries. And like you said, if Zacharias comes back, one of the things he'll bring for the Yellowjackets is a little bit of that bulldog mentality. He's kind of he's a gamer. He'll get after it. And he kind of pushes others to follow his suit. And again, I think if you were writing the story, you would have said that Braden Anderson maybe would have been your point guard this year coming in to play. Now, he would have had to earn the spot. But again, that's a big loss. And for the Vikings losing Trayvon Benson, he's such an explosive kid. And again, it's just one of those, you wouldn't say he was like outstanding in one area, but he was a scorer. And he was a threat every time he touched the ball, both on the football field and here on the basketball floor. So again, both teams going to be hampered a little bit just because you're not sure what was replacing those players quite yet. But look for people to say next man up, and here we go. So again, I think this will be a fun test for the Yellowjackets tonight. They're going to face a really good team in the Vikings, and we'll see where everything stacks up by the end of the night.
Another section tournament rematch. The last one was the Yellowjackets winning that section championship over Pelican Rapids. This time it was Pelican Rapids over Perham, but not in the section finals. It'll be interesting to see where the teams are at here as we start game number 2 tonight, game number 1 for the Yellowjacket boys. We'll take a break as your 549 Media pregame show rolls on.
We take pride in what we send out. When you open a bag of licorice, you want that licorice to look good. You want that licorice to taste good. We work for you. We take pride in what we're making and what we are offering. It is so important to me. I do thank KLN from the bottom of my heart. They believe you and your family is important.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Welcome back to the Hive. We're just moments away from the start of our opening tap between the Yellowjackets and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. We'll now send it down courtside for PA announcer Arleon.
Matchup between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Vikings of Pelican Rapids, and your home team, the Perham Yellowjackets. Perham Schools welcomes you to this Minnesota State High School League event, and we urge you to practice good sportsmanship. Please let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. Again, thank you for your attendance and cooperation. The national anthem was played earlier this evening, so we're going to jump right into the starting lineups. Let's meet the starters for each team. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Vikings of Pelican Rapids. Starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 2, Ethan Eisman. Starting at a guard, a 6'3" junior, number 3, Miguel Torres. Starting at a guard, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Charlie Larson. Starting at a guard, a 5'11" senior, number 14, Brody Severson. And starting at a forward, a 6'7" junior, number 23, Jack Welch. Assistant coaches, Mr. Dave Runn, Adam Johnson, and Derek Nelson. Head coach of the Vikings, Mr. John Gullingdrew. And now, the starting lineup for your Perham Yellowjackets. Starting at a guard, a 6'1" senior, number 3, Alex Bloom. Starting at a forward, a 6'4" senior, number 11, Cole Reuter. Starting at a guard, a 6'3" sophomore, number 21, Cypress Field. Starting at a forward, a 6'2" senior, number 23, Maddox Swentek. And starting at a forward, a 6'4" junior, number 24, Nathan Rusted. Assistant coaches, Mr. Grant Durkeising, Brian Robertson, Gary Gruey, Judd Soul, and Ron Becker. Head coach of the Jackets, Mr. Kyle Haberman. Good luck to both teams, and let's play some basketball. Your officials this evening come out of the Otter Tail officials. They are Mr. Grant Anderson, Mr. Karsten Stumo, and Mr. Riley Ohm. How about a nice round of...
Well, as we get ready to go, Lance, one question I have for you. Is our combined age greater or less than the combined age of these officials? But it's great to see young officials giving back to the game that they used to play.
Absolutely, and it's good to see, actually. It's going to be a healthy thing. And again, it's kind of the theme of the night. Youth has been, and the opening tip goes up and controlled by the guy tipping, which I have not seen. But here we go.
With it now, Thiel gives it over to Swentek. There's Reuter. Reuter, shoulder down in the lane, kick out right side. Stepping into a three is Thiel. It's no good. Rebound grabbed there by Rusted. Kick back out top to Bloom. Now he hands it to the corner. Swentek. Heel drive baseline. The floater. No good. Rolls around. Tapped around. Eventually grabbed by Charlie Larson.
And you're going to see everything's going to be challenged tonight. That's one of the MOs on Pelican Rapids Vikings is they're going to get in your face. They play deep into their bench, so they're not afraid to go attack.
Severson cross court there for Larson. Larson in the corner. He's going to drive on Bloom. Gets cut off. Now finds the lane. Shot up. No good. Altered inside. Nice job by Thiel and Rusted coming over.
Yeah, and again, first eye test for the Yellowjackets. A lot of length on the floor for them this year. We'll see how the Pelican Rapids Vikings handle that.
Eisenman with it, now swings it over near side. Here's Miguel Torres. Torres steps off, now passes over. A three-pointer on its way by Larson, too strong. Rebound grab by Thiel. And a quick foul. The foul coming back will be on Severson, his first.
Again, full court pressure here by the Vikings. Looks like it's man-to-man. They're going to try to get the Yellowjackets into some situation that they don't want to be in. Again, maybe speed them up a little bit, take some time off the clock so they can't get into their offense.
Here's Steele getting pressured. It's 5 o'clock started. Now it goes inside to Bloom. Bloom. Kick back out top. Rustad fumbles but gets it. Now he regroups. Yellowjackets have 10 on the shot clock, 16:35 on the game clock. Here's Bloom with it now with 7. He's going to drive into the lane, knifes through, lays it up and in.
Great job by Bloom recognizing, the shot clock was going to go down, and then the Yellowjackets just kind of parted the waters for him and let him go one-on-one, and we saw last year that's where he's at his best.
Welch now a three-pointer off the iron, no good. Rebound to the floor. Now they battle still, and then eventually the Vikings come away with it. Torres getting pressured by Reuter. Unique to see the one black shoe, one white shoe from Cole Reuter. Help for identifying purposes as they drive in the lane. The floater, no good. Rebound grab there by Rustad.
Again, what I like to see out of the Yellowjackets there is the contest and the hustle. Reuter on the floor doing a good job just making things happen, and then the real contest trying to go to the basket when Larson tried to get there. Nice job, Yellowjackets.
The shoe game in 2024-25 is on point for both squads. A nice move there. Thiel hits the three, and that gets the Yellowjacket faithful going on that one. And there's a foul inside on Rustad, his first.
And again, you can see some physical play happening. Pelican looking for the foul on Thiel's three, where he kind of gave that shove on the hip, pushing him by. Whether it was or it wasn't doesn't matter anymore. It's arbitrary. But again, physical play, that one got called. So again, sometimes it is dictated by the officiating crew what we're going to see tonight.
Eisenman drives, turns it over, but gets tapped out of bounds. Nice hustle play on the near side by Maddox Swentek. That goes out of bounds. He'll stay with Pelican Rapids, 14 on the shot clock. Larson with it into the lane against Bloom. Turnaround jumper too strong. Rebound and in the hands of Bloom. He looks to run, but Larson has other ideas. To the floor it goes, and here comes Torres. Torres thought about it, passes it up to Eisenman. Torres now trying to create space, and there's a foul on Thiel. I was thinking there was going to be one earlier, but the third time he got him.
Well, I think he got away with his first two and then got called on the third one. And again, you got to love the energy. And the first time on the floor, you'd rather see somebody be way more aggressive than to be laid back in this situation. So good job, good hustle by Thiel. Here's a three.
No good. Rebound there and a foul going the other way. Foul is on Jack Welch. Now with it, Bloom.
Russman and Grady Larson into the game for the Vikings here. Jason they're right on cue. They're changing things up.
Three-pointer good as Steele's hit twice now, and the Yellowjackets lead 8-0. Inside, Swentek reads it well, but he steps on the baseline out of bounds.
Good hustle play by Swintek, and those are things that you're not going to see in the stat book, but now you're forcing the Vikings to start their offense with 24 seconds remaining on the shot clock, which hurries things along when you have certain sets.
8-0 Yellowjacket lead. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, good. Calmly hit there by Charlie Larson. Bloom with it now. He'll bring it up. Larson on him. Under 14 to go in our opening half here from the Hive. Reuter now. There's Swentek. Looks for Thiel. They cut that off. Swentek will drive in the lane. Jump stop. Turnaround jumper is good. He gets the roll. And the Yellowjackets getting the shots to drop early. Lead 10-2.
Right, you got to love to see that, and they're getting it in series, in sequence of their offense. So nice job. Good start by Coach Haberman and his staff, having these guys ready to go, and you couldn't have drew up a better lead or better opening for them.
Rushman now gives it to Larson. With it, Torres. Torres back spins. Nice feed through Swentek's legs, and the finish there for Jack Welch.
I'm glad you said that, because I kind of doubted my eyesight there for a second, and it was a no-look pass, too, and nice job, and here's a steal.
Torres, the steal, and the lay-in. And just like that, the Vikings are back in it at 10-6.
And again, the Pelican Rapids Vikings just trying to speed the Yellowjackets up and get it in that torrid pace. And you sometimes wonder when a team comes out the way the Yellowjackets did, you might need a timeout just to get your breath back, because you exerted so much energy right from the start.
The Yellowjackets shortened bench, as we said, with the injury of Tate Zacharias. They're missing another player as well. So they work inside, layup no good, rebound tapped out of bounds. They'll be welcoming back Sam Dale's another player that's out for the year, and also Will Banker will be back in a couple of weeks for the Yellowjackets.
Right, so it'll be an ever-evolving bench, and I think you're going to see that as time goes on, that the Yellowjackets are going to be looking for combinations that work, and different nights might bring different players to the floor, and I think that's when teams are the most dangerous.
Pass down low, shot up, that's in, and getting that to drop is Jack Welch.
Boy, Larson did a nice job finding him, though. Jason just zipped it across. I think second no-look pass there by the Vikings, and they've stemmed the tide now, and here we are, 10-8.
Now goes near side with it. That's Rustad. Over the field. And it's stolen away. Up ahead. And the layup is good there for Channing Russman. And just like that, it's a 10-10 game. Quickly, how the tide turned, and the Vikings rallied off to the Yellow Jacket run. Bloom gets pressured, looking for help. Cross court it goes, stolen away. Leaping up and grabbing that one's Grady Larson up ahead, and contact there, and a foul on Bloom coming up on the pass intended for Charlie Larson.
Right, and both players trying to meet at the middle. They're trying to get that ball in a loose ball situation. I think Larson got the worst of that one, but he's going to get a sub here and take a little breather.
Isaiah Farrell into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Sadiq Farah in for the Vikings. Now with it also, Willem Pesher just checked in. Driving in the lane, Russman, layup good.
Oh, Russman, that was a good stutter step. That's about as good as you're going to see. Thought he was going to pull up at the free throw line, Jason, and then just put the ball back on the floor and took it down. It'll be interesting to see Farrell coming in here as a freshman, handling the pressure at point here for the Yellow Jackets.
Swentek with it. Pick out near side, Rustad. Now to Reuter. Reuter through the legs in the lane. Pull-up jumper, too strong. Rebound grab by Rushman, and momentum on the side of the Vikings. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Yellow Jacket timeout coming up.
That's a shot I think you're okay with as the Yellow Jackets, though. You get Reuter in the lane, 6'4" body. Here's a deep three.
And Rushman hits, and it's now 15-10, and there's the timeout.
Good call, Jason.
Timeout, Yellow Jackets. They trail by 5 with 10:18 to go.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Welcome back to the Hive. We thank you for tuning in, the 549 Media Network.
Again, outstanding start for the Yellow Jackets. And again, it's one of those things that you see a team maybe that's a little more veteran, even though they've got youth on their team in the Vikings. they didn't waver. They didn't change what they were doing. They stayed on course. They stayed on path, and now they're leading 15-10. So game of 2 runs. Let's hope this timeout by Coach Haberman starts another run for the Yellowjackets.
Farrell with it. Over to Rustek. It's tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Yellowjackets with 10 minutes to go.
Again, the Yellowjackets going to take the ball out of bounds. I'd like to see them get a screen or something for Bloom here.
Inbounds
Dangerous pass.
Stolen by Russman. Russman to the hoop. It's good.
Boy, it's been the Russman show, if I'm not mistaken. That's 7 in a row for him.
Three-pointer, no good. Rebound grabbed by Farrell.
Farrell did a nice job there, Jason, just being in the right place at the right time. Saved that possession for the Yellowjackets, and that's key. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock, though.
Farrell with it now. There's Rustad. Rustad, pull-up jumper, it's good. Nathan Rustad with his first varsity points of the season gets that one to go.
And a huge shot for the Yellowjackets and for Rustad just to calm the storm a little bit. It was getting a little wavy there for the Yellowjackets. Now they can maybe settle back in on the defensive end.
Farrell's pass, dangerous, but Russman get it. Russman with the hot hand. He's got 9 first half points. Now driving baseline, it's gone off, and a nice defensive play there by Cypress Steele as driving the lane and stepping on the baseline there was Grady Larson. A Blachman-esque play defensively down there to force him out of bounds.
Yeah, exactly. And again, using that inbounds line as your 6th defender. So nice job there by the Yellowjackets again. A lot of good things happening here. Just a really good run there by the Vikings have kind of just stemmed the emotions here a little bit.
No shots. An acrobatic play by Bloom, but the foul was on the floor before the shot.
Just going to say that. I'd like to see a high pick and roll with Reuter and Bloom. Bring Reuter up and then swing him to the top of the key. I think if he can get those feet set, it'd be a really great shot for him. And then if nothing else, you got Bloom driving to the lane, and that's his strength, is using his athleticism.
Foul was called on Russman. That's his first. Team third. Inbounds pass goes to Thiel. Thiel, kick out near side. Rustad will fire the three. It's offline. Rebound grabbed. And coming back the other way with it is Larson. Now the near side, here's Torrance. Larson with it. Cross court it goes. Three-pointer on its way. Oof. Off to the left like a Justin Tucker playoff field goal. And now we go to the near side with it. Driving the lane, Larson. Larson draws the contact and the foul.
Boy, and I almost thought he was going to go up to and throw it up to the basket because I think he felt the contact, but then the whistle was later, and so he bailed out, so it's going to be out of bounds for the Vikings.
Fouls on Russ, said that's his second.
Didn't hesitate, though, went for the block that time.
Shot no good, rebound tapped around. Now here's Reuter. Reuter. Now there's a foul, is trying to get around with Swentek. The foul will be on Jack Welch.
I believe that might be his second too, and we talk about foul in the girls' game. It's a dangerous situation. I don't know that it's quite as dangerous for the Vikings as they're pretty deep, but I don't think he replaced many 6'7" kids.
Well, they ran out 12 guys against Crookston in their victory, in that 77-40 victory that a few of us tuned into. A three-pointer from the corner is good. Cypress Thiel, his third three of the night, has pulled the Jackets within 2. Kick out near side. Now driving Eiserman. Kicks back to Torres. Torres thought about, will go in the lane. Pull up jumper from him. Gets the roll. As Miguel Torres now has 4.
And that's a shooter's role, but he is a shooter. And one of the things you can't afford for the Yellowjackets is for him to heat up. He can score in bunches.
Stay tuned at halftime. We'll be joined by Yellowjacket Cora Grismer to talk about the girls' game and the season up ahead. Three-pointer no good. Swintek, it was online, just couldn't get it to drop. They also have a special presentation coming up at halftime. We'll touch a little bit about that as well. Nice steal there. Here comes Rustad back the other way. Rustad off the glass, in for two.
Nice job of staying aggressive there by Rustad. I think we were going to say the exact same thing, Jason. And it's good to see, and he attacked with 2 fouls.
Deep three by Torres is good.
Exactly what I was saying. You don't want him to get heated up. He's a bunch scorer. Once he gets that feel, you can just sense like there, he did not hesitate 1 second. He caught and shot.
Little too fancy over the back pass, stolen away. Now defensively trying to come back. They do it there. Rustad atones for his turnover. And now comes back, draws a foul on Torres. I was going to say that over the back type pass there that Rustad did, once it got turned over, you got to come back, make that play defensively. He did just that.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, I think it's that growth from playing on the JV up to a varsity level, and you'll see those things happen. Those passes might work down there. When you get to this level with a really sound defensive team like the Vikings, it's tough to make those.
6 minutes, first half. Vikings by 5 on your Otter Tail Power scoreboard. Reuter driving, kicks it off. Bloom, pull-up jumper, good. Love that jumper from the elbow. Bloom hits that one. Lost start at the higher levels as Bloom hits that one, makes it 22-19. Three-pointer no good by Torres. Rebound grabbed by Thiel. Thiel across half court with 5.5 to go. He'll drive, old Reuter. Floater, no good. Rebound tapped around. That's Farrell there. Back up for Bloom for 3. It's good. Alex Bloom now with 7. And we're tied at 22.
You know, you talked about that old school type jumper from the free throw line or extended elbow. I think that set that shot up for him. He just felt comfortable, just a couple steps back, got in a groove and got in a rhythm.
Nice feed down low, reverse layup, good. Channing Russman back on the board with that one.
Man, this Russman kid is good, Jason, and he's shown outside, inside game, can handle the ball pretty well. He's a tough to defend.
Three-pointer no good. Swentek tries to swap that out, but the Vikings are there for it. Torres now hands it off there for Eisenman. Eisenman down low, the feed. Nice job by getting the defender to clear, but Larson can't finish. Thiel with 9 points, now to Bloom. Back to Thiel in the corner. He's feeling it, and it's offline, just a little too strong off the back side of the rim.
Not a great closeout there by the Vikings. I expected a hand in his face. They just kind of sagged off thinking he was going to drive.
That time, Eisenman drives. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Yellowjackets with 4:16 to go. Wholesale substitutions. $4:16 to go. Thank you for tuning in. In the lane, nice feed and a nice finish there by Larson. As Farrah had the nice feed down low to Larson. Reuter with it, into the lane, kick out there, Rustin. Now Farrell with it. Here's Reuter, now finds Rustad driving to the hoop. Shot is no good, and we have a block foul. Rustad came down hard.
Yeah, and again, on one of those, I think he might have had position underneath the basket in that cylinder. And again, it's one of those. It's one of those that it makes it a lot easier call because the officials are looking at feet, not looking at the position. So again, nice job by Rustad just taking the ball to the hoop.
officials are reporting the foul. I think they're a little surprised that Rustad was able to pop up as quick as he did. Fouls on Charlie Larson, his first. Rustad at the Horace Mann Insurance and Investment free throw line. Does not get the roll on that one. Second free throw forthcoming. Free throw short. Rebound though, Rustad. The putback, no. This time, Russman there for the rebound. And off to Russman. He thought about it, got his defender out the feet, drives inside. Now the kick out here to Farrell. Now driving, floating up a shot off the glass is good. Charlie Larson. He's got 6. And the lead is back to 6 for Pelican Rapids. There's Bloom with it. Drives through. The kick to Reuter for 3. Too strong. Russman for the board. One and done lately have been the Yellowjackets on offense.
Right, and they're shooting early in their system, Jason. I don't think there's enough bodies underneath to give them a good chance to get an offensive rebound. So maybe look for the Yellowjackets to swing that ball a couple more times, allow that offense to work, get under the basket, have a chance for an offensive board, especially when you have the 6'7" Jack Welch not in the game.
Farah driving, poked away. Rustad with the steal. Rustad coast to coast, but it's poked away by Russman. And the Vikings fans let him know as it comes back the other way. Here's Eisenman for 3. It's good. And what a tough break for the Yellowjackets there.
Yeah, huge 5-point swing there. And again, it's hustle by the Vikings. And Coach Haberman said that in your pregame show, Jason, that he expects them to battle on every step of the way. Foul there will send Isaiah Farrell to the line, looking for his first points as a varsity member of the Yellow Jacket, albeit he's just a freshman. And again, a nice attack there. Foul goes on Eisenman, his first. Free throw off, just a tad to the right there. A host of substitutions coming back in. Again, Torres is number 3 is someone you're going to want to find. You don't want him to get started because he can score in bunches. We saw a 5-point play kind of for him in back-to-back possessions. Second one rolls in and out.
The Yellowjackets go over at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line. Near side it goes. Here's Russman with it. Gets it over to Severson, stolen away. Here's Steele. Thiel, the layup good, and Thiel now has 11 for the Yellowjackets to lead the way.
Yeah, nice defense. Again, he's got to be careful with this physical play. Again, jump ball will stay with the Vikings, but a lot of that pushing type stuff is going to get called at some point. And again, he's shown he's very valuable to the Yellowjackets, both offense and defensively. You don't want to be sitting on the bench with foul trouble.
31-24, 1:20 to go. Now goes near side with it. Driving Torres, finishing is Torres.
Yeah, that's just a nice play. They've been working that backdoor cut from the corner, Jason, and they try to catch you off guard where you got to be a little bit in help position. Once you lose contact, they just cut back door, and it's a nice set there by the Vikings.
Reuter left hand, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Vikings, Charlie Larson. Torres with it. Shot clock game about 14 seconds apart. 38 seconds, 24 on the shot. Larson with it, hands it off Torres. Torres with a nice head fake, drives, knifes through, and floats it in.
Wow. That's about as nice of a series of rocker step to a little floater look to getting into the lane and then teardropping it that you're going to see. And now he's just defending up.
Stolen away, and laying it up and in is Grady Larson. And what a run to close out this half for the Vikings. And now we got a foul on the near side that will put the Yellowjackets to the line with 10 seconds to go.
Boy, I can't believe that's what they wanted to do. I know they want to slow down. Won't go to the line. It's it should be 1-on-1. You're right, Jason. And they confused me when they came over to the side. But again, I don't think you want to give any free opportunities to the Yellowjackets right now. But on the other hand, as hot as the Vikings are, gives them a chance to set up for one more offensive set.
Alex Bloom at the Horace Mann Insurance and Investments free throw line with 10 seconds to go.
Boy, we got a lot of good sponsors this year too, Jason, and it really makes it fun to do this. Out of bounds off of the Vikings.
Definitely like to thank all our sponsors, and we appreciate them for coming on board, making so that these broadcasts are free for you guys to watch at home. That's the goal of the 549 Media Network. .2, Reuter with a nice head fake. In the lane, knifes through, floats up a shot. No. Put back tip. No. They battle for the board with one, and that will do it for the first half. As Pelican Rapids will take a 37-24 lead into the break. We will take a quick timeout here on the 549 Media Network.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Welcome back to the Hive. We thank you for tuning in. Perham girls basketball team just presented a nice check to Teresa Anderson as she continues her battle with cancer. A nice move by the Perham girls basketball team. They raised over $1,000 in her name during their purse bingo event.
Yeah, that's just it speaks volumes of the community, and I know all communities, Jason, have some things that are special to them, but again, I can't speak enough of Teresa and Aaron and their family, as they're such good friends, and anybody who knows Teresa knows that that's probably the last thing she wants to do is have the spotlight on her, but so deserving. She's just such a great lady and has impacted so many people throughout her time of still being a teacher and working with kids, and so again, well deserved, and a nice show there by the Perham basketball team there.
We'll take a quick timeout, come back to the Hive. We'll be joined by Yellowjacket guard Cora Grismer to talk a little about the girls basketball team and their season. Come up next here on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn, because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Well, welcome back to the Hive here on our 549 Media Postgame Show. We're now joined by Cora Grismer here of the Yellowjackets. Cora, tonight overall a good battle with Pelican Rapids. First, overall your thoughts on the game tonight against the Vikings?
I think it was a good fight. I feel like it was hard, but we never gave up. We kept fighting.
Yeah, personally, Cora, I watched you play, and, well, I'll just get it out of the way. I've known your dad since he was little. I watched some of the similarities in your game, that you shoot the three. I was most impressed. Has it been something you've been working on? Your drive to the left seems so confident tonight going to the left. We're used to that crossover dribble to the right and going up right-handed. Have you spent time with the left, or is it just now that you're a senior, you're like, here we go?
Oh, yeah, I've spent a lot of time on my left hand, so
yeah,
I've been working on it.
You could tell. So it's one of those things that I thought was really awesome tonight. Also, you looked really comfortable from the three-point line. Like, it wasn't even a hesitation. It was just a thought. What goes through your mind when the ball rotates to you and you see an opening?
Well, I just try to stay confident with myself, and I tell myself if I'm open, I better shoot it. So.
And we agree from up here that you better shoot it when you're open, and it looked great tonight.
You guys tonight showed a lot of fight. They were able to get that big first half lead. What was kind of the talk in the locker room and the fight that you guys showed in that second half?
We talked a lot about help side defense. We need, I feel like that's in the past what we've worked on a lot, and what we've been strong at is our defense, and that's what has shut teams down.
You look at the schedule, it's another strong one, another fun one for you ladies this year. You start off here at home, but looking forward over the season, what are some of the things you guys are looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to playing with this amazing team. I love everyone on the team. I feel like we're really close to each other. We're still young, so we have a lot of things to learn, but we'll definitely get there. We're getting better every single game.
Exactly, and one of the things, obviously you have goals, the team has goals, but I think what I'm impressed of, and I want to hear from you, is how do you lead such a young squad? Like, you've kind of gone through the ranks from when you moved here, being the younger person on the team, to now you're the veteran. What things do you take to try to instill in them to get them to that level you want to be at tournament time?
I just try to put myself in their shoes. I remember when I first came here, I was really nervous when I was young. I looked up to the older kids, and just staying positive with them helps so much. It just brings their confidence up.
Exactly, and you could really see that, called you your sister's name, Cora. You've just done a great job of being a leader early in the season, and we're just looking forward to watching you guys the rest of the year. I think this is going to be a team to look out for as you go. And what are some things you're looking forward to coming up in the season? Is there a tournament? Is there a place, a court you like to go play in other than the Hive? What is something that maybe just is on your forefront of you can't wait to happen?
I'm really excited playing at Concordia. Last year at the section championship, it was so cool to play there, and everyone was awesome.
It's a great venue to play, and I'll let Jason wrap it up here. And
well, thank you very much, Cora. Good luck the rest of the way, as we'll take a timeout here as the 549 Media Halftime Show rolls along here.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Well, welcome back to the Hive here as we get ready for the second half of this one with the Vikings leading 37-24. We thank you for tuning in. We also like to thank all our sponsors who would make these broadcasts possible. United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance, McCall Construction, Jack Chivers Realty, Hammers Construction, Lakes Ace Hardware, New Horizons Realty, Nias Family Sales, Hansen's Plumbing, Perham Area Community Center, Bremer Bank, Steve Sanitation, Ottertail Power, and Horseman Insurance and Investments. I don't know if you are football fans are following this game going on tonight, but an interesting clash going on in the NFC North. Unfortunately, if you know who I'm rooting for, it's not going that way, so we'll just leave it at that.
And I might have to dig out the Lions jersey for tomorrow. We'll see, and make my way down to Mr. Gross' office. We'll see how this all turns out, but I don't want to put the cart before the horse. And second half for the Yellowjackets, I think it was really unfortunate, last 30 seconds for them. It kind of ballooned up to a 13-point lead. I think it was certainly played a lot more contested than that in the first half. I think you got to just do a lot of things really well here, Jason, in the second half, and you got to be crisp because this pressure is going to be intense the whole time. Thiel trying to stay hot, just misses, and now we got a foul going the other direction. So, again, Thiel kind of kept him in it this first half with 11, I believe, of the 24 points, and he looked to stay red hot, just rimmed out on that one. So, again, Yellowjackets have to do all the little things right. You talked about that in the girls' game. I think they have to do the same thing. Limit possessions, get on the floor, get the loose balls and rebound, and don't let the Vikings get on one of those streaks like they did right at the end of the half.
Three-pointer from the near side, no good. Rebound tapped and eventually grabbed by Welch. Here's Larson with an out. Torres looking to drive. Gets cut off, feeds it here near side, on the ground. Going with the Larson, and now a travel on the Vikings with 17-17 to go in our first half.
Yeah, that's a tough situation. It was that kind of give and go that they've been working. Instead of running it from the baseline, they ran a top cutter that time, and Larson just got kind of caught in the wash, and the Yellowjackets did a great job of collapsing on him. Again, let's see what the Yellowjackets have drawn up for this half.
Bloom drives, kicks, the extra pass now, circle it around, Reuter with the head fake. In the lane he goes. Looking for help, now finds it in Bloom on the baseline. It opens for him. He drives, shot no good, but he draws the foul. And will have a chance at the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line as the foul was on Charlie Larson.
And Charlie Larson spotted it. He did everything right. He just didn't see it fast enough. He got out of there, but his shoulders were not squared up, and he ends up taking the foul.
Bloom at the line to shoot two. Some perspiration on the hardwood. So they work to get that cleaned up. And it appears that other team is going to score again.
That must mean there's how many other teams in the NFL, as the first one kind of deadens off the back of the iron there and falls in. So a nice job and a good start here for Bloom.
Free throw, that one is good as well as he gets the roll. It's an 11-point Viking lead. Eisenman with it, now to Torres. Up top it goes. Now with it, Severson. Back to Torres. Torres works, spins, kicks. Now the pass to Severson, excuse me. Now inside. Welch trying to go to work. Short on the shot. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It will go to the Yellowjackets. Welch trying to use that height.
Yeah, again, it wasn't one of the best sets there for the Vikings, and partially was really good defense by the Yellowjackets. Again, I like that kick out as there's a long three by Rusted, and we're off to the races.
Down low it goes. Shot up, no. Rebound grabbed by Rusted. Bloom with it. To Swintek. Rusted near side. Here's Thiel. Thiel. Now to Swintek. Rusted now. Poked away. Torres to the floor. Swintek. No change on the shot clock, so it's at 4. Thiel with 2. The deep 3 offline. Almost dropped. And Torres back the other way. Driving baseline, stolen away, Rusted. Behind the back goes Rusted. Now stops, kick out top. Bloom thought about it, passes it up. Here's Swintek with it. Thiel driving, bumped in the lane, draws a foul. Yes, he does. It was in that block charge area, and he gets the block.
You know, and it's one of those, you probably had a better angle of it at home on camera than we did. It looked like his feet were outside the cylinder. I'm definitely not second guessing the officials, but by the reaction of the kids, they always think the foul has gone the wrong way. But that looked like one of those 50-50 type situations.
Thiel hits the first at the Horace Mann Insurance and Investments free throw line. Makes it 37-27. Second is good.
Yep. Again, good job by the Yellowjackets. I like, even if that would have been a charge, they're being aggressive to the basket, and that's what you like to see, especially early on in the year. So, again, I haven't seen a real set yet for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Let's see what they do on this time down the court. Good athletic move there by Larson to save it.
Now Larson will drive. No good. Welch backs down the defender shot. No. Tip. No. Rebound tapped around. Eventually touched by the Yellowjackets, as they say last touch, as Grady Larson came crashing in.
You can see some frustration on Welch as he's had 3 buckets within about a radius of 6-7 feet around the basket, rimmed off all of them, and you could see a little frustration. That's what they're trying to do, drive, toss it up to him, and he's got to make these.
Left hand good. Charlie Larson in the lane. He's got 8 now. The lead at 11. 14.5 to go. Stay tuned for our postgame show. We'll have our Steve Sanitation player of the game, Thiel, for 3. And he continues to heat up from deep.
And again, teams are going to now realize, put a hand on his face, but he's got a good body as Torres goes up, misses the shot to take it to the basket. So
Thiel is trying to leak out. Now it goes to Swintek. Near side, Rusted launches. No good. Rebound, crowd, and grab by Bloom. He just stole it away.
Excellent hustle play by Bloom.
Reuter with it. 3-pointer from Thiel off the iron. Grabbed, no, still to the floor. They battle through the legs. Finally grabbed by Torres. Rebound, layup good. That time grabbed by Grady Larson in a timeout. 30-second timeout. Give us a chance to thank one of our sponsors here at the 549 Media Network. Yes, garbage is gross, but here at Steve's Sanitation, we are your trash experts with experience to back it up. At Steve's Sanitation, we know how to schedule your trash pickups without missing a beat, and we have been doing it for over 30 years in Perham and the Lakes area. Steve's Sanitation has been voted the best garbage service in the Lakes area since 2019. With 30 dedicated employees, we're here to take care of your trash. For more information, call us at 218-346-4834 or visit our website at stevesanitation.com. Welcome back to the Hive. Actually a full timeout, so we'll take another quick break.
Since 1980, more families have trusted Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. Our dedicated agents have a deep understanding of the area.
We live here and our kids go to school here. Let us find the perfect home for you and your family, or lean on our knowledge and marketing to sell your home. Find out how Chivers delivers right here in Perham. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Welcome back out of the timeout. Yellowjackets trailing by 10.
Again, full court pressure again. Farrell back into the game, the young freshman for the Yellowjackets. Bloom doing a nice job there. It's physical, and they're kind of letting him play. So, again, little forearm shiver gets him open.
Swintek down near side, it goes to Rustad. In the Swintek. Short jumper, good. Maddox Swintek gets that to go.
That's tough to defend. That jab step kind of gets you back off guard, and then that little step back mid-range jumper's tough.
Torres trying to answer, no good. Rebound tapped around. It's eventually grabbed by Russman.
Russman's a name we heard early and often. We really haven't heard him score or even really take a shot lately, so look for him to heat back up.
Shot by Torres, no good. Rebound grabbed inside. The putback by Larson is no good, but he earns a trip where he could try to make an investment at the Horace Mann Insurance and Investment free throw line.
Yeah, and we talked about the Yellowjackets being young Vikings. Iceman's a sophomore, Torres a junior, Grady Larson's a sophomore. We've got some good basketball coming up in the next few years here, and again, off on the free throw. So free throw line hasn't been the most kind all night for any of the four teams we've covered so far. Iceman coming back into the game. Iceman come into the game, and Welch will take a little bit of a breather. Again, I saw some frustration in him, and Welch is only a junior as well. So, again, things stacking up for a good rivalry between these two teams for the next few years.
Free throw, no good. As the lost art of the free throw continues to rear its ugly head.
Yeah, empty possessions when you don't score at the free throw line are kind of doubly tough on a person, because you should get those.
Swintek inside, stolen away. That's grabbed by Eisenman. Eisenman with a grab now by Swintek, trying to make up for the turnover. As Eisenman drives, gets cut off nicely there. Now Torres with it off the screen, pull up jumper from the free throw line extended, and he hits it.
Well, one thing, make or miss, one thing you can say when Torres comes off of a screen, it's smooth. I mean, his motion is about as picture perfect as you can see. If you're a young person watching, watch that shot.
Three-pointer, no good by Thiel. Rebound grabbed by Eisenman. Torres. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound tapped around, grabbed by Larson. Now a corner three, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Yellowjackets. Here comes Bloom back. Up ahead, read nicely by Torres as he was looking for Reuter on the near sideline.
You can tell me if I'm wrong, Jason, but right now the Vikings are attacking and the Yellowjackets aren't. They're kind of waiting for the ball to come to them. They're waiting for the rebounds to come down to them. I think they've got to get more aggressive again. They started out super aggressive in the first half. To stay in this, they got to attack, and there's a good start with Bloom, even though the foul is on the floor.
Fouls on Russman. Now Swentek gets it. And another foul. Russman.
And again, one of the things I think if you're the Yellowjackets, whenever it gets into that painted area, it's an automatic attack for the Vikings. Look for that quick pass. Like, don't gather. Kick to that other side open. Usually that reverse side is going to be open for 3.
Thiel for 3, no. And the rebound grabbed by the Vikings. Torres now looking to go to work. Hands it off. Larson into the lane. Kick out near side. Driving Eisenman. Lays it up off the glass. Good for 2.
Super nice and kind of got Farrell off on one side, but the help side didn't really come to help give him that help, and it was just an easy land.
Bloom drives, floater, no. Rebound grabbed again by Larson, and now Yellowjackets again kind of going one and done on the offensive side. Nice spin move, driving Eisenman, shot no good. Swentek the board.
Yeah, and I think by him losing the handle there a little bit made that shot awfully tough. Again, little dangerous spot here for the Yellowjackets.
Reuter drives, kicks. A three-pointer is good. Isaiah Farrell hits the 3. We got a timeout. We'll take it with him.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome back. Go to the timeout. Yellowjackets trail by 9 with 10:01 to go.
Yeah, and it's been a nice shot by Farrell going into the timeout situation there for the Yellowjackets that highly needed. And that's kind of what I was talking about. When you get to the painted area, you're probably not going to be able to attack against this team, especially if Welch is in. You've got 6-7 to go up against, and they just attack. That time it was a nice job by Reuter, got to the lane, automatic kick out to Farrell, who was standing wide open in the corner. So nice job attacking there by the Yellowjackets.
A foul on the block called by Farrell. That's his first. Third on the Yellowjackets.
Ooh, they missed Welch there on that slip screen, Jason, and he had it pinned underneath there for an easy layup. But again, a lot of time on the shot clock.
Farrell for 3 off the iron. Rebound grabbed there by Reuter. Now Bloom will come back with 9.5 to go. Yellowjackets down by 9. On the home opener for the Yellowjackets, the 549 Media Network, the season opener, and now there's a body foul. I always love when they hold their arms up, like, what did I do? And I just shoved them down to the ground with the body.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. I think the Yellowjackets, again, Jason, are just holding on to the ball too long. I think you got to get a team like this almost. Ooh, there's almost an over and back. But you want to kind of get them on skates a little bit where the ball doesn't sit in one place too long.
Inside, Farrell off the glass, good for 2. Farrell quickly with 5 points in the second half.
Yeah, and a big 5 for the Yellowjackets. They really needed that to stay in contact here.
Welch with it. Hands it off there for Eisenman. Eisman drives, floater, no. Rebound tapped around, eventually grabbed there by Rustad. Now Bloom will bring it up court. 8:40 to go, second half. Farrell with it now. In the lane, Rustad. They got away with a couple of steps. Misses the shot. Rebound grab by Eisenman. Torres, pull up, floater, no. Off the iron. There, Swentek for the board. Swentek, the lane parted for him, then closed. He draws the foul, going to the hoop strong. Foul, I believe, could be on Welch. It's not. It's on Torres. But it will send Swentek to the Horace Mann Insurance and Investments free throw line.
And again, I'm not really sure what happened there. It's kind of the back to the basics of basketball. You stop the ball first, and all the defenders went to the outside guys and left, like you said, the C's parted for Swentek, and he just said, well, if you're not going to stop me, I'm going to the basket, and he did just that.
Free throw too strong. 45-39, the Yellowjackets got it to 6. Larson now near side, it goes to Severson. Back to Welch. Welch at the elbow, leaves it there for Larson. Now the kick-out. Pull-up jumper from Larson, no. Rebound tapped around, eventually corralled there by Eisenman. Now it's stolen away, Bloom with it. Bloom looks back, lays it in.
Just like the girls' game, Jason, here we go. Expanded lead, and all of a sudden, and then the team with the lead gets a little tighter, and shots don't fall quite as easily. So look for the Vikings here. This is a crucial basket for them, I think.
Shot, no, in the lane. There's going to be a foul on the Yellowjackets. I believe it's going to be on Alex Bloom.
Again, and I think Coach Haberman, looking at film for this, is going to be frustrated on some of these where the Yellowjackets kind of got caught standing where it could have been their rebound. And how big are these possessions when it's a 4-point game, now giving it back to the Vikings, albeit just 20 seconds on the shot clock, as I believe the foul was on the floor.
It was on Bloom. I like Larson's thought. He had everyone lined up for the free throws for a moment, but the official said no, that's on the floor. Good young officiating crew doing a nice job here tonight, I thought.
They really are.
Larson into the lane. Couple of head fakes. Now shoots it up and short. Turnaround put back there. No. They battle for the rebound. It's eventually grabbed by Bloom. Now thrown to Viking. That shot's missed. Something is going to be called out of all that.
And again, you talk about Coach Haberman going and looking. Coach Gullingsman's going to do the same thing, going, guys, you had a wide open layup. Just take one dribble, put it up and in. Instead, we get another foul. And again, that's a tough one for Bloom.
I say out of all that, it ends up being his fourth. Another missed shot inside. This was kind of the Pelican Rapids story against Crookston. They missed a lot of bunnies in that game, even though they won by 37. Nice feed. Rustad to Thiel. Thiel cuts and finishes.
Again, the Vikings lose contact there. And a nice cut by Thiel and a nice find.
Welch working on Swentek, now hands it off in the lane against Bloom, and a foul and one. That will close the book on Alex Bloom, and going to the line will be Charlie Larson for a three-point play.
Boy, and that's a tough one. I know we're getting down to 6 minutes, and Coach Haberman had somebody ready to come in for him. That's a tough get, and especially if the way as tight as this is, you just kind of wonder if this would go into overtime. You're not only losing him for this 6.5, you'd also lose him for the next part of that overtime too. And Bloom's he's been an igniter for him all night, and he had a really good night, Jason.
And an impressive moment from head coach Kyle Haberman. I don't know, you can't see it on our screen, but he went to Alex right away and said, hey, that's on me. it's one of those situations you need to get him out sooner. He tried to, but unfortunately it didn't work there. Now it's 48-43 after the free throw is good.
Right, it was just one of those series of unfortunate events right there as that ball bounced around. It could have easily been the Yellowjackets. You get a timeout, and you're not in harm's way, but that's the way it goes, and that's why we play regular season games before we get to the tournament.
And this is night one for everyone. Pull-up jumper by Rustad, no good.
Including the camera guy.
I think has been solid. Nice drive, and there's a foul. Rustad, as driving to the hoop, was Grady Larson, who's kind of taking it on his own in this second half a little bit to go to the hoop.
Yeah, both Larsons have done a really nice job, and ultimately I think they've just been the most physical of all the players except for Bloom, and that's why I think you saw Bloom go have a really successful game tonight as he just got physical as that shot is short. So again, coach is making mental notes if it gets to the foul game at the end of the who do you want to send, and that's where you kind of keep that unofficial book as a coaching staff, knowing this is the person who's going to the line if we need be, and he hits the second one.
Here's Farrell with it. Farrell goes to the right side of the field. Up top, Rustad looking things over, back to Farrell. Yellowjackets down by 6, under 6 to go. Farrell drives, gets poked away to the floor, and eventually coming up with it is Channing Russman. Quickly up ahead, near side now. Here's Larson in the lane. How's Charlie Larson to Welsh? Kick back out, Russman stolen away. Here's Farrell coming back. Farrell to the hoop, strong, doesn't get the roll. And the rebound's grabbed by Torres. Up ahead. Welch misses the shot, it's no good. Thiel the rebound. Back the other way, Farrell. Stops. Thought about popping, but now will go to Thiel. Near side to Swentek. Swentek off his foot. Russman will slow it down and maybe a timeout or something to just get some pace and control back to this basketball game.
And I honestly, Russman's been kind of the guy. I'm looking for him to get a shot here that first half. Larson goes in, and the Vikings have just kind of, with the 6-point lead, I don't think they've taken as good a care of the ball as any of the coaching staff would like to see right now. And they're hurrying their shots, which is kind of surprising to me.
Farrell with it. To Reuter, and there is the timeout. The Yellowjackets down by 6, 4.5 to go. We'll take a break.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back to the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. Thank you for tuning in wherever you're watching tonight's broadcast. Hope you've enjoyed them, because we've had a lot of fun bringing them to you tonight. Reuter with it. Hands it off to Thiel. Who's going to be that guy for the Yellowjackets to make the big play? Shot clock off. Ball, nothing. What is going on?
I think we're going to have a committee meeting here to figure out.
The clock went off. There was no whistle. The ball went out of bounds. but it is a shot clock violation. Apparently the officials there on the near side had a better view. They say he saved it.
Yeah.
And that led to the violation. Good job by this officiating crew to get together to discuss.
I think they've done an excellent job all night long here, Jason, just kind of keeping control of this in a highly contested game.
49-43 on your Otter Tail Power scoreboard. Torres too strong on the drive. Yellowjackets a rebound. Post-game show, stay tuned. We'll name your Steve Sanitation player of the game. Kick out to 3 from Thiel. No good. Rebound grabbed by Torres. Three-pointer by Torres, in and out, no good. Welch uses his height, goes above the defender to get the basketball. Torres driving, lays it in, but no, he misses.
Ben, you called it earlier, Jason, and it's come true. A lot of bunnies, is so to speak, for the Vikings. Lots of points left on the table there.
Rustad draws a foul and earns a trip to the Horace Mann Insurance and Investment free throw line as they're in the bonus. Fouls on Welch. Rustad to the line. Three minutes to go on your Otter Tail Power County scoreboard. Otter Tail Power scoreboard. Free throw no good. And there's a timeout. We'll take it with them.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Welcome back into the Hive. We thank you for tuning in and staying with us for both games tonight here on the 549 Media Network.
Yeah, interesting. And Coach Haberman talked about in your pregame some of the new teams coming in, Jason, is Park Rapids and Staples. And interesting looking at the scores, Staples upset West Central area number 6 early in the state, 66-60 at Staples Motley. So they're going to be a team that'll be, I think, coming to Perham. So it'll be another fun game to watch.
Both these new teams will play a home and home all year long. Shortly, the Yellowjackets have a doubleheader at Staples coming up. That's on a Friday evening. I don't remember the exact date, but it's coming up on the 20th exactly now as I look at my notes. As Torres will drive into the lane, layup short.
Another one right at the basket, and again, he switched to the left hand. I think power it up, try to get the foul, get to the free throw line. Again, you're going to go back and look at the points left at the table by both of these teams. Reuter drives to the lane.
And he gets swatted away. Larson back the other way. His shot is good. Charlie Larson puts that one in. And it's now 51-43, 2 minutes to go. Farrell with it. Now here's Reuter. Reuter. Up top it goes. Now Rustad. Looks to Swentek, feeds it for Rustad. Rustad to the hoop. Draws contact, misses, tries to get the ball. Now tries to almost commit a foul. Now Torres back, plays it up, no good. The putback dunk with 2 hands is there for Jack Welch. And the lead is now to 10. Now driving Rustad off the glass. Good. He gets a kiss off the glass for 2 and a timeout. On the Otter Tail Power County scoreboard, it's 53-45.
Energy-efficient technologies have the power to connect us all, so we can save more than ever before. Evolve and make choices that are smart for you for them. And for all of us. Because with energy-efficient technologies, we can connect to a better, smarter home.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn, because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank.
Well, welcome back. We'll get the rest of that Bremer Bank ad in. We apologize. We come back to live action. And now we have a foul here on the near side by Thiel.
And again, I think you have to do that. You're trying to extend every possession you can right now, Jason. And again, instead of letting 30 seconds go off the clock, you just saved yourself 27 seconds. And if Torres happens to go 1 for 2 or 0 for 2, now you've given your chance. Your odds are much better. So, again, I like what's happening here for the Yellowjackets.
Or even better, 0 for 1, and then the Yellowjackets can come down quickly.
Exactly.
But Torres is more often than not going to hit, and then apparently that was not. But Welch skies for the rebound. We have a jump ball.
It looks like it's going to stay on this end, so look for another quick foul. And I don't know, Torres is such a good shooter. You hate to go right back at him, but again, it might be one of those that you do.
Free throws have been interesting tonight from that Horseman Insurance and Investment free throw line. Russman with it. Now who do you foul? Larson with it.
And now it looks like they're playing straight up D, which is 20 seconds instead of, but still you're letting valuable time tick off the clock.
And Torres rushes that shot. It's no good. Farrell with it. In the lane. Drives. The layup. No, too strong. They fight for the board. Swentek. He gets it now. A reverse layup. No good. Rebound grabbed. And there's a foul. And that will send the Vikings back to the line. Fouls on Swentek. Larson back at the line. (53-45) in favor of the Vikings. With 29 seconds to go on here. Otter Tail Power Company's scoreboard.
Nicely said.
Well, after the first 4 times I butchered it, I should get it right once. And that free throw is good.
And this has been one of the most unique games. I think both teams, it's great film to have, Jason. I think you're going to look back and both teams are going to go, we could have done this, we should have done this. And that's why you play opening night, as both free throws go in and we have a timeout.
I'll give us a chance to take a break. We'll be back.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Well, welcome back to the Hive. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, as it is 55-45, second half. Yellowjackets with 1 timeout. The Vikings with 2. Across the timeline, Reuter with 20. The Yellowjackets got to go. Thiel, shot no good. Now a foul will put the Vikings to the Horseman Insurance and Investments free throw line where they can ice this one away.
Well, one thing you can look at the Yellowjackets, there was a lot of question marks coming in. I think some of them got answered. I think some of them still remain, and I don't think that's unfamiliar for any team. But we saw a lot of good things, and that hustle was one of them. They're going to contest with every team just for sheer for sheer effort. As first one goes in for Severson. But nice job by Coach Haberman and his staff. He's not going to admit that because nobody likes to go down in defeat. But I think they opened some eyes tonight around Section 8 AA and in the Heart of the Lakes Conference.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Yellowjackets. Switek with it. Here's Leonard with it. Now Rusted. Quick shot by Rusted, no good. That will do it. The Pelican Rapids Vikings pick up a 56-45 victory tonight over the Yellowjackets. Ends up being a Viking sweep here from the Hive. We'll come back in a little bit shortly just to name our Steve Sanitation Player of the Game and wrap up tonight's broadcast here live from the Hive on the 549 Media Network.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
At the Perham Area Community Center, we have something for everyone. Let us help you reach your fitness goals, connect with others, or just have a little fun. We offer a state-of-the-art weight room, weight resistance and cardio machines, and inspiring spin studio. If walking is your preference, our walking track is just the thing for you. We have over 20 fitness classes offered weekly. Yoga, Zabit, Strength, and Senior Fit, those are just a few. Our aquatic center is equipped with a 6-lane lap pool, kiddie pool, and water slide. Adults can relax in the sauna and hot tub. We also offer water fitness classes and open swim for the family. Find your fit at the Pack. We'd love to have you here.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for doubt. You need a banking partner you can trust. One who is as invested in the success of your business as you are, and has all the products and services you need under one roof. At Bremer Bank, we're here to listen and learn. Because you know your business best, and we'll back you up with insightful advice and personalized solutions that help you achieve your goals. Work with Bremer Bank, because understanding is everything.
Welcome back to the Hive. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast here on the 549 Media Network. It's been a lot of fun bringing these to you tonight here from the Hive. We have a couple of things before we wrap things up here. Steve Sanitation, player of the game. We debated a little bit back and forth. I think we both came to a consensus on this one. And also has to do a little bit with the impact of him not being on the floor and what it did in this game as well, and that's senior Alex Bloom. He did a lot of nice things, got into foul trouble, but you could see how much they missed him on the floor when he had to exit due to fouling out early.
And part of it too, Jason, for me was seeing the step up he took from the player he was last year to the player he is this year. And you can just see that growth in being a senior. He had leadership. He defended so well tonight. And I thought his ability to get to the basket opened up a lot for those younger guys. You could go honorable mention, definitely the Cypress Thiel. I mean, you talked about him, had a great game. I thought a lot of his stuff was set up by Bloom, and that's not taking anything away from Cypress. You got to hit the shots, and he did, and he came up clutch for the Jackets, got him off to a great start. But I just thought Bloom played such an all-around game. He dished the ball well. He was defending well, and I liked his leadership and his demeanor on the floor. He was always in attack mode, and I think that sets well for the Yellowjackets. As we're going to come at you, you're going to have to defend us, and it's one of those things you just don't know when you're replacing point guards year after year after year what you're going to get, and I thought he steadied the storm for the Yellowjackets.
Indeed he did, and that's our Steve Sanitation player of the game. Schedule ahead for the Yellowjackets doesn't get any easier. A lot of road games before they come back home. They're at Breckenridge on December 10th, and they go to Park Rapids, who is a very strong team, has a lot coming back from their run last year. Then they are at Staples Motley, part of a girls-boys doubleheader at Staples Motley, and I believe that is going to be the new gym that night. I know they're still using that old auditorium, but they have a brand new gym in Staples Motley, and I believe the Yellowjackets are playing in that gym that night. I could be
Nope,
early.
I think it was opened up this week was the new gym, and it'll be kind of interesting and exciting to see. I have a few connections over at Staples, and they're really excited about what it's going to be. I believe walking track, kind of a similar setup to what I heard maybe Barnesville. So if you've been to Barnesville, it's going to be a similar setup to how Barnesville is. You're going to see their weight room up off of the track similar to this. So some really cool things. And again, wow, the gyms that these guys get to play in, Jason, is second to none around this area.
Then they will be on the road, but the home team at Concordia taking on Oak Grove Lutheran. It will be streamed, but it won't be on the 549 Media Network. We do know there are streams hosting that day. We'll share that with you on our Perham Schools activity stream. When we have that, as you can find all the streams of the events coming up. Saturday afternoon, Jackie Man Gymnastics won't be on the 549 Media Network. We will be taking video and footage, and we'll have a story from that event coming up to air during future events here on the 549 Media. So we'll have that covered on Saturday, which should be an exciting day as this gym, which you see it now with the basketball floor. It looks awesome. It's amazing what it looks like when you have all the gymnastics apparatuses rolled out and how well this place holds that event.
Yeah, it's just a great venue, and it holds lots of things really, really well. And again, kind of to lean back towards the basketball, I wasn't really sure about I've been through a few double headers. If this is the way double headers are going to go, this is going to be some awesome basketball throughout the winter months, as you can kind of hunker down and hit the concession stand and spend your time there, or sit at home on your couch and listen to us try to sound smart every once in a while. Either way, I just enjoy high school sports, and I think this was a really good move for our area schools to get these double headers involved.
Oh, I think it's great. I've always been a fan of them. Going back to my days working in Grand Rapids at the newspaper there, I just love it. 2 games, 2 night, and 1 night. You get 2 stories, possibly 3 or 4 out of it. Depends if there's a unique event that happens in that. It's always been fun having those in the crowds. They grow as the night builds up. We saw it here between the first and the second game. Good crowd for the first one, even better crowd for the second one, and it's just the way is how it builds up that way.
Well, and if you're coming to the Hive, the nice part is that the JV boys are going on in a really nice gym in the middle school that used to be the performance gym. Then when that game gets over, they all float over here because you don't have to walk outside. You don't have to go anywhere different, and you just get to watch continuous basketball. And I think that's the beauty of this is, as hard as these kids work, they enjoy knowing they're being watched, whether it's you at home tonight watching and following along or the people who are in the gym. They just want to know that people are watching them, and that was the way when I played. So, again, I think this is just a really good situation. Hats off to whoever thought of it. Some of you may not like it and you'd argue with me, but on my end of it, this is the way to go, and I think it's a step forward to what we're doing in athletics.
Again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Over the 1,200 viewers that we had on Tuesday night, so far the 1,100 viewers that we had tonight, and we hope that continues to grow. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in and helping make these broadcasts possible. Without your sponsorship and support, the 549 Media Network doesn't exist, and we thank you all for that. For Lance Rock, I'm Jason Growth. Have a good rest of your night.
Hi, my name's Wally Anderson. I've been at Tuffy's for 3 years at the warehouse. I just recently bought a Panoptics. It's like an underwater camera. Saved my profit sharing checks for it, and I purchased it, and I can't really wait to use it this winter go ice fishing. KLM's got better health insurance. Their profit sharing checks, it's a huge difference. It's bar none by far the best company to come work for.
McCall Construction is the Lakes area full-service construction management company, offering a truly personalized experience. From dream homes to commercial spaces, McCall Construction focuses on putting you first with experienced value engineering that delivers on your vision and surpasses your expectations. Whether you already have a plan or you're just getting started, give them a call. McCall Construction will make the entire process so much easier. Call them at 218-346-7070 or check them out on Facebook.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's 549 media production of Perham Yellowjacket activities. Tonight's broadcast was proudly brought to you by KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, and United Community Bank. Tonight's game was also brought to you by EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Horace Mann, Jack Chivers Realty, and Lakes Ace Hardware. Tonight's broadcast was also brought to you by these proud sponsors: New Horizons Realty, Nice Family Sales, Otter Tail Power Company, McCall Construction, and Hanson's Plumbing and Heating. Once again, thank you for tuning in to tonight's game on the 549 Media Network.